Yo, okay. All right, here we go, man. This is Rich Rhetoric. Rich Rhetoric, man. We coming live on a Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? It's a gloomy Thursday night, but we here. We here nonetheless, man. Listen, as you come in, make sure you hit that like button. We're gonna get all this out the way early. Come in, hit that like button, hit that share button. Please forgive me for my voice. My voice is dead right now, but it's quarantine time, so I got to give y'all content. You know what I'm saying? Show after show after show after show, content, man. We have to. We have to. Um, Listen, this is a panel show with some dope brothers on here. Hopefully, the sisters will jump on here and join us. But right now we got some great fellas on here, man. I got my brother Tony on here, my brother D, you know what I mean, brother Jarvis, Mike, all the you know what I'm saying, all the people who know what it looks like and know what they want when they speak about black unity and when they speak about togetherness. These brothers, they move in a way to where they try to achieve this togetherness. You feel me? Let's talking, more walking. And I gotta salute these brothers for that, man. So how y'all brothers doing tonight on the panel? We good?
It's all good, bro.
We good? I love it. I love it. We good. We good. I'm gonna put the link in the chat in a minute. But listen, man, listen. As y'all can see, hold on, let me go back to it. Let me go back to it. So as y'all can see, man, the title of the show is "How Should We Deal with People That Want to Immobilize Black Progress or Black Unity? How should those people be dealt with?" All right. So as I come in, I'm coming straight to you, brother Tony. Brother Tony, what's good with you, my brother?
Oh, what's up, man?
Man, first and foremost, how you holding up during this pandemic?
Man, but business couldn't be better.
My brother. So you outside?
I'm outside every day.
My brother. My brother. All right. So when I say people who's trying to immobilize black progress, what type of person comes to your mind?
Man, it could be white or black.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really hard to stop black progress. You know, it's more an internal hindrance than anything.
So it's more internal. What is that? That means you hate black progress, or do you hate yourself? Like, what do you mean when you say it's internal?
Man, the hindrance on black progress is mostly culturally internal. It's mostly black people that's stopping the black progress. I tend to see more white people helping black progress than black people helping black progress.
Give me an example of a white person helping black progress more than a black person is helping black.
You got Buchanan Street. You got Clarksville Highway. You got Jefferson Street. Gentrification.
Hold on, maybe I'm missing this. Yeah, speak up, panel, if y'all think I'm missing this. But you're saying gentrification is
necessary. It's needed.
Is needed.
Most definitely. Buchanan is much a safer place right now. You got one little corner niggas still hanging out every day right there, DB Todd and Buchanan, but for the most part, it look good, it smell good, it's safe now.
Nah, you tripping.
How am I wrong? It's super. What was that? Jones Super Saver sat vacant and dilapidated for years, man. It was dangerous. People was in there smoking, getting high, turning tricks. There's some black folk over there that cleaned it up too. But gentrification is it's good.
But see, that's the thing, Tony, man. You know, I grew up off Jones Super Saver. You know, I remember the Jones, Ronnie Jones, and all of them. His brother, and his dad, and his mama. His brother, the preacher. I remember them, man. And that store was like, it was a lifesaver for us at times when we didn't have no money to get food and stuff. I remember Ronnie Jones going in the store, getting stuff from out of they store bringing it to us out west in the projects to eat, man. He used to do everybody in our little road like that, man. You don't see that with gentrification, bro.
That's our fault. That's our fault.
I'm just saying, man, that's the difference. You know, it's like, I feel like it is our fault. You know what I mean? It is our fault that we don't have control of our own neighborhood. But I don't see gentrification as a good thing when it comes to bringing other people in and pushing other people out. Now, if you can come in and revitalize that neighborhood, plant certain things in the neighborhood to show people that you got to pick up the trash, and you got to do this and hold people accountable, I think it'll change, man. It's just about education, man. Not just because you got it and push me out of here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see nobody getting pushed out, though. I don't see nobody getting forced out, you know. Haven't heard any stories about anybody getting a gun put on the head and nothing like that.
No, it's like they're going to.
Where is Jones Super Saver? It's gone. We didn't save Jones Super Saver. You know what I mean?
We didn't say the post office that was right there either. The little club that was on the corner out there is where the Acton Funeral Home closed down. They sleeping up under there. They turning tricks at night right there. All that's gone.
Yeah, I'm okay. We know know things. We know things. Go ahead, Mike.
You know, he right to a certain extent, man, but I don't think gentrification is all the way good. I think it's like, it's a 50-50 thing. Well, probably not even that. A 60-40 thing. It ain't good for people.
I don't think it's anything good about it.
Only thing that's good about it is it makes the neighborhood look better. But you bringing stores in, restaurants in, business that people in the neighborhood can't even afford. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And you making the neighborhood look better for who? For who? This neighborhood been functioning forever. It doesn't need it.
See, Tony will understand the push out.
But it's functioning. Like, it's functioning. Of course, it's being invaded. It's being invaded. But before it was invaded, this community was functional. And you have to understand that it was powers and systems that was put in place to make sure this neighborhood wasn't functional anymore, bro. I'm telling you, man, that's another thing, Tony. We can't keep looking at the now, man. Like, the more I told you, bro, I've been working on this documentary about this city in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Like, you start to see the plays that was put in place to stop this community from flourishing. And now we're in 2020. Now we
dropped the ball. That's why Mike had to go all the way to Memphis, because he didn't have no support here. That's why I'm buying property here in Nashville.
No, it's that I didn't have no support here. Just they can't nobody afford it here.
It's cheap. Yeah, if you had some support though, if you had some old brothers like-minded like you to put some money together, you could.
But we still wouldn't have a high profit. You know what I mean? We'll have to be. It'll be me splitting hands with more people than what I actually have to. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm doing work for some black girls that own property right there on 12th Avenue, man. It's black people here that's working together. It just ain't a whole lot of them.
That's it. Right. So we need to try to get to the ones that's working and get to the ones that want to work but don't know which direction to go in.
I'll plug in with a mic. I'll give you a number.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's big. All right. So now let's go into I guess I go to you, Brother Mike. You know what I'm saying? Brother Mike, what does a person look like that wants to stop black progress and black unity?
To me, it's more people that actually look like us. It's basically, and don't get me wrong when I say this, I hope everybody don't think I'm just generalizing all these people, but it's basically the law-abiding, church-going Negroes that's the biggest threat to the community. Because they believe everything that the white propaganda structure put out about their own people. And they quick to help other people over their own people. For an example, I'm at a basketball tournament, right?
Yeah.
This little white kid elbowed one of the kids on my team in the face. Bust his lip. So I'm telling the ref, I'm arguing with the ref, like, man, what's going on? They like, it's just basketball. Ain't nobody run to the defense of the little kid on my team. Okay, we're going toward the end of the game. They going for the ball. One of the little boys on my team, not on purpose, but accidentally, ran up and hit knee, and the little white kid knee hit each other. The white kid fall on the ground crying. They stopped the game. All the black parents scrambling, looking for ice for this little kid. And I'm like, y'all didn't even do that for our kid. Our star player sitting up there with his mouth bleeding. Y'all didn't do that. I was hiding them, bruh. But I had to understand what type of people that they were. You know, they grew up with the symbolism of this white guy. They may know in their mind right now that that wasn't real, but subconsciously they still bow down to that, bro. And they all like church going, law abiding, straight down the narrow, that see you up the street and be like, he did. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers. Until they get their mind right,
yeah,
we were fucked up. And it was like, you know what though, bro? What pissed me off, right?
What's that, brother?
So after it was all over with, and we lost by 1 point in the championship because they gave the little boy. And I'm like,
you cut out a little bit. You
cut my parents.
Mike, you cut out a little bit, bro. What'd you just say?
Yeah, I said at the end of the game, right after we lost by 1 point, because the black parents helped this little kid out so much. His own people wasn't even over there, but it was all of us, all our parents and people in our crowd. You feel me?
Yeah.
Come to watch us play. We already a young team playing up against older kids. You know what I'm saying? So they look at the little boys like they ain't nothing. The little white kids like they little bitty boys. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we lose by 1 point. I'm pissed. They think I'm mad is because of the game, but I'm mad over how y'all reacting. They like, well, he's just a kid. I'm like, that ain't the point. I understand you're a child. I wouldn't be as upset if y'all would have done him like this. And I said, look at his mouth bleeding. I said, which one of y'all went and got him somebody? And nobody said nothing. They all put their head down. And I'm just like, man, that mentality right there, it ain't nothing wrong with helping somebody else out. But you're doing yourself a great injustice if you don't help out your own kids. It's an order, a picking order to this shit. Your kids, then everybody else's kids. That's how it go.
Yeah, and that's normally how it go. That's normally how it go. That's normal.
They don't get it though, bro.
That's normal. That's normal. Brother Jarvis, how you doing, man? Black Peace Initiative. How you doing, my brother?
It's all good.
Yeah, man. So tell me, I gotta come to you. Tell me, what does a person look like, man, that's trying to stop black progress or black unity?
Yeah, well, I know they don't have a particular look. So it can come in any kind of form, basically what I'm saying. It ain't a particular thing that you're gonna be able to spot out. Like you ain't gonna know, like you ain't gonna just look at them and see it in most cases. You know what I'm saying? Because in a whole lot of cases, they're going to look like you. Maybe not all the time, but a lot of the cases, it's going to look like you. So, that's the part that get us tripped up a lot, because we see somebody who look like us, we tend to open arms too quick instead of looking into people. And that's the reason why a whole lot of stuff gets stopped. The progress gets stopped and stuff like that, because niggas don't look into people. They just see some guy and they, oh yeah, he knows such and such. I'll tell him, come on over here. And all that, next thing you know, it's all downhill. So, like I said, it ain't no particular look though.
So tell me this, what type of things that you do to keep your circle small?
Yeah, me, I ain't never been I ain't too big in letting a bunch of niggas get close to me anyway. So I just they come from the street. So I just kept that particular aspect from the street. Just just keeping my eyes open and watching people behavior and stuff like that. And that's usually how I keep shit at bay. I don't let a whole lot of shit get too close. Because you can't, man. Shit, I got too much shit to lose to let some funny ass motherfucker get too close and then some shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I always just make sure I pay attention, especially if somebody say, "Hey man, I wanna come link up with y'all." Well, I get to investigating immediately. So I get to see who they know, who they run around with, and who they think got some money from. I ain't talking about like they mama daddy type thing. I'm talking about who they associated with. What they got going on in general. Cause that means something to me. What you doing, what you do on the daily, that means something to me. Like that mean a lot. So I mean, for me, I just do a lot of looking into, man, researching. See who you're married to. That's number one. That's gonna let me know everything I know. Look who see who this motherfucker married to, if they married, or if they dating, who they dating, what kind of people they date. And all that shit means something to me. So I look into all that.
I hear you. Let me go to this video real quick. Let's see how I need to do this. Alright. Let me share my screen on here. Go to this video real quick. Boom. Let's see. Hold on.
You also were active in the infiltration of many cultural groups. Before we go into that step by step, how much research and study did the FBI engage in of Black culture in the late 60s?
A great amount.
Give me an idea.
From the thing is, I can. They have a file on every type of magazine that blacks read. They have a file on the music, dance, theater, actors, comedians, you name it, man.
And they would actually study these?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, definitely.
What would they do with music?
To understand the people, you have to understand the culture. To infiltrate, you have to understand. You had a lot of so-called white liberals that were infiltrating the so-called black groups using the information that they had gathered from the studies of blacks.
You mean just to understand the behavior pattern of our people?
Oh yeah, I can. Will Heaton could name out some jams of Miles Davis that I hadn't even heard of. He could name off some books that I hadn't even read pertaining to black culture.
Do you ever see agents actually studying?
Oh.
Let me go to some. Mike, brother Mike, you heard this video, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
What did you think when you first saw this, bro? Just be 100.
Man, I just, when I first saw it, I was already familiar with it. It was just like, him just basically letting it really be known what's going on. He was an informant, and it ain't hard to believe, that you wouldn't study your property and see what they got going on. We just a big experiment over here, bro. They trying to see how we gonna survive after slavery. We done been through. They study us. That's what they do. They control our culture. Thurgood Marshall was an informant.
Yeah.
For the FBI. So, they everywhere, man. The job is gonna be, identifying. You already got we should already know that this informant said where you go. So the job is identifying them and isolating them inside of your movement. That's just all black people got to figure out.
Yeah.
Right now.
Brother Eugene, what's good? What's good with you, my brother?
What's going on?
I'm doing well, brother. Give me how would I want to ask you this, brother Eugene. How do we determine who is the informant or the person that's really not that's against our movement? How do you identify that person?
Now, like you said before, they come in all shapes, forms, and sizes. So it's really hard to kind of give a way to catch them all. But a lot of times, all you got to do is watch and listen. Anything outside of black progress out of a black man's mouth, or, constructive criticism, or even when they speaking up on other people's behalf, you kind of see, you know what I mean? Sometimes, a lot of times, black folks don't even realize that they on the other folks' side. Because the culture that we given is for the other folks. I mean, the culture itself has always been self-defeating. I mean, everything we do, our conversation in general, outside of conversations like we have, normal conversations we had growing up, it wasn't never nothing about black progress or building or finding something that'll take us out of this rat hole. It was always the same old shit. It was even called talking shit.
Yep.
So, but, you just really just watch a person. Because a person can say any fucking thing. Talk is cheap, like they say, but your actions and your facial expressions, your body language, are telling you every time. Like they say, your eyes never lie. And that's a very true statement. You just gotta know what you're looking for.
I hear that. All right. Brother D, you right there? Natural Soul? Talk to me, my brother. Talk to me. So now once you identify, right? Now you identify, bam. It's a trader, it's an agent, it's a sellout, it's a coon, whatever label you want to get that person. Bam. Now that person is in my clique. I found out, I peeped the scene, I observed, now I peeped it. That's the pretty much the enemy or informant. How do you deal with them? How do you deal with that person? What's your I want to ask you this. What's your next step? What's your next step after you identify?
Well, just understand the history and how shit go. We understand that these people got to get dealt with, or else that shit gonna fester for forever. In that situation, I see people, those people committing suicide. At least that's what it looked like anyway.
I feel you. It should be justice. Okay, now if someone let me ask you this. Okay, so a person who maybe they're stimulated by the money. All right, bam. The feds or somebody walks up to them, entices them with money and say, money, hey, if you can infiltrate this organization, you'll get money. You ain't got to worry about your family or none of that. Tony, what are you saying? Brother Tony, if they just lay it out and it sounds all good.
Oh, you got to question everything, though. You got the good, got the bad, and bad got the good.
So what do you mean? You gonna question? You gonna question the government, the cops?
What do you mean?
I was just saying, if the government came to you, Tony, and was like, "Hey, we need you to infiltrate this group," what would you do?
I mean, it depends on what the group is. You talking about with black people?
Yeah.
Or white people?
With black people.
No, man, niggas ain't got enough stuff going on to pose no threat, man. There's hypothetical conversations going on right now. Ain't the Negro group out there detrimental enough to the government right now? The only one is posing good enough threat is Farrakhan. Well, the Negroes ain't mobilizing enough together. Most of these Negro groups ain't doing nothing but begging for donations on Facebook.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you something about this though. Let me tell you why I beg to differ on that. Because you got programs like the COINTELPRO program.
Mm-hmm.
So if Negroes wasn't moving, why would you have those? Why would you have those type of laws and statutes put in place to make sure it's never another black messiah?
Well, it happens, you know. Mistakes was made. Negroes got together, made progress, so they created programs.
Who stopped that progress?
Negroes themselves.
No,
with the help of white people.
No, with the help of the FBI. If we're gonna go back then, and the way they stopped it, and the way the progress was stopped, then we know that it was systemic. It was
every great Negro leader was killed by a Negro.
But that's when you can pay and co-op. Like that was part of the plan. They couldn't do it. And Malcolm and Martin Luther King was killed by a white man.
Garvey was killed by a black man either.
The pastor set him up. The pastor admitted that he set him up.
Said
black
who
people just gave up on Garvey. We gave up on Garvey. Garvey had the right idea, economics. We just gave up on Garvey.
What y'all do? What happened to Elijah? Elijah had the blueprint.
Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah.
Elijah Muhammad was a con man. He was a con man. In and out of penitentiary, in and out of jail. Multiple wives, multiple kids. That Nation of Islam didn't get all sweet till Malcolm came along.
Yeah, and then you had haters of progress trying to stop Malcolm and stop Martin. That was all coming through. I was just showing the video.
Yeah, Malcolm got killed because all the Negroes up in Philadelphia was joining the NOI.
No, that ain't true.
It's a hypothetical.
You saw that on the Netflix. You saw that on the Netflix movie and think it's true. That ain't true, man.
I ain't even watched it.
Hold on. What ain't true? What part? What are you talking about?
The New York, the New Jersey. The New Jersey
Cats.
Yeah.
In the NOI?
Yeah.
They had something to do with that shit, though. You can't deny that one. His wife even said that. His wife said that. She said she didn't say they was 100%.
I didn't even watch the Netflix thing. I know about it.
Yeah, she did like a little separate interview herself. She said that he knew that. He said that she knew that they wasn't 100% alone. She knew they was it was somebody with they was in they was teamed up with somebody to do that shit, man. They had something to do with it. You really can't deny it. I know they get on TV and try to dispel that shit every year, every couple of years, but ain't no denying it, really.
Yeah, bro. I seen that years before the
stop drinking alcohol.
Yeah, a lot of them do that. A lot of them do a whole lot of surface cleaning. They don't really do no under the table. You know how motherfuckers might wipe the table out, but they won't sweep up under the table. That's the type of shit they be doing. They just clean the top of the table, and they appear to be clean. And it's not the case.
Hey, Calvin, man, quit trying to defend that nonsense, man.
Trying to defend what, brother?
The NOI is involved in the assassination of the Honorable Malcolm X.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Maybe they are involved, but we have to understand that even if they were involved, they was corrupted and coerced into doing it.
I think that's part of the reason why we highlight Malcolm.
The nation was involved when they put in when they had his head bouncing down the street in the newspaper. That's what they was involved. So we can't even say they not involved.
Yeah, cause they promote it. You know what I'm saying? The regular, let's promote it. That's inciting something in people. Whether you tell them to directly do that or not, which is documented that he said it without saying it. But that's inciting. If you got cult-like followers that, you know what I'm saying, look, you know, blah, 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 this, that, and the third, it's going to get cool.
You know, I think that's why they highlight Malcolm X so much. Not just because of his great influence and all the things that he done, but I think like how, you know, how white folk, they pick and choose which one of our greats that they bring up.
Yeah, black leaders.
Right.
They pick the black leaders.
They bring up Malcolm because he had such a great influence. He done such great work. But he was the one that went against the head.
Yeah.
He was the one who they can always bring up the flaws in the Nation of Islam. So it could be in our conversation as of why they have some flaws. See, we are the type of people, we love to find flaws and shit so we can discredit it, disprove it, not have nothing to do with it. But what I mean, that's part of what they're supposed to get in Christianity is one without sin cast the first stones. Ain't nobody in here perfect. Ain't nobody on here completely clean. So why do we use, nature, your left and right side, against each other? When you're gonna always be able to find something wrong about a person. We are masters of finding what's wrong with black folk. But when we're gonna get past that, because it's part of being fucking human, and get the work done, and then, you know, we can have our bullshit conversations about that later.
I got a question, Eugene.
Sure.
So do you not think that, do you not feel as though the right people are working together and progress is being made, whether it's on a large, like a mass scale, or even on a small scale? Do you not feel that it's already progress being made? We just ain't, it ain't on that. Go ahead.
Now, my opinion about us as a people, I think we are doing a lot better than we give ourselves credit for. I think a lot of times we see in the morning. We so you know, like that mother whose child is great at something, but somebody else's child is great at something, like the white mother, the black mother. The white mother talking about how her child is good. She'd be like, yeah, she's doing a great job. But then your child is good too. No, that knucklehead, you know, got a downplay it, you know, that thing from slavery so you don't sell my child shit. I think we are doing a hell of a lot better than we give ourselves credit for, because none of us see everything that's going on. And even to the fact to where I see pictures of European, like the popes, kissing the feet of black men. We got to have our hands in something great. I just don't believe that we either know about it or acknowledge enough because we're so accustomed to seeing the flaws.
What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Brother Jarvis? Do you think black people, we so accustomed to seeing the flaws that we can't even see the good in our people?
You said, do I think we do that?
Yeah.
Probably not to a large degree. I think some people do that. But I think a whole lot. I think a lot of people get critiquing, misconstrued with looking down on them or talking about them. A lot of people, because a lot of people emotional nowadays, so it's like,
yeah,
you can give them a minor critique about something behind the scenes, and then they'll have that business on Facebook in the next 2.5 seconds, saying that you're hating on them, you don't want to see them make it, this, that, this. No, that's all weird ass shit. So, me personally, I would say it might be, but not. I don't think it's a gigantic situation that's going on with that, involving that. Not me. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say anyway. I don't care what nobody. I don't care if somebody get offended or not. That's just my aim. That's me. Yeah. So I really don't even involve myself in them type of conversations either with people. Oh, you don't like? I don't deal with that type of shit. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna keep rolling. it is what it is after that. So.
Nah, that's real talk. That's real talk. Brother Tony, do you think we're conditioned to see the negative in people before we see the positive in them?
Yeah, Negroes like, we like that victim mentality. We can tell you more bad stuff about slavery than good stuff about slavery. There's a whole lot of black people that came up off slavery. I ain't saying it was a great thing overall, but a lot of black people made a vast fortune off slavery.
I should those black people. So you said we should celebrate those black people?
Yeah, I'm just saying the whole victim mentality. We know more about bad stuff in the black community than we know about the good stuff.
I think you just gotta weigh it out.
I don't even. Go ahead.
The bad and the good. You know what I'm saying? Like you talk about, like the Nation of Islam. People talk about they're responsible for Malcolm dying. Just weigh it out. Weigh out all the good they did and all the bad people think they did, or the good they think they did. Then we'll come to a determination. But certain things that it's certain lines that you can't cross that black people shouldn't forgive other black people for. You know what I'm saying? It's just a certain type of people in the race they do that type of shit, man. And you got to be on code with them, man.
Oh no, man, that's wild. That man said some black people prospered off of slavery.
A lot of them did.
Okay, but can you give me some names? I think we probably should celebrate them, shouldn't we?
Anthony Johnson is one.
Maria Metoyer, M-E-T-O-R-M-O-T-E, how do you say M-E-T-O-Y-E-R?
Man, they don't get matter, man, because they just outweigh them. It's just so many people that was fucked up during slavery.
Exactly.
It's not balanced. They don't matter. They're the exception to the rule.
Man, we own more property and businesses during Reconstruction than we do now.
Yeah, and then they blew it up though.
Hey, listen, on paper we did, but when they came in with them damn guns and
they blew it up. Like they blew it up though, Tony. We can't talk like that because they blew it up. They sabotaged all them neighborhoods. And don't think that black people wild out and then the cops was just stopping the crime. See, that's what they can say in 2020. Oh, this black neighborhood is failing. Oh, it's too much crime over there. We're going in there. We're stopping the crime. We're gentrifying it just to stop the crime. Like in the fucking 20s, you couldn't say that. We knew y'all was just coming over there fucking with us. And shit ain't changed. From the 20s, from the 1920s to the 2020s, 100 years, and shit ain't changed, bro. Just like they had an assault on Black Wall Street. It's an assault on the black community right here in Nashville. It's an assault.
We're not self-efficient like we once were,
man. But we could be. We could be if the assault the assault wasn't on us. If we could figure out a way to overcome the assault.
Us back, man. But the white man ain't oppressing me. I wake up every morning and make money. The white man ain't holding us back.
But not the money he making.
Man, I know some black people slim and hustlers.
Man, but there's some. All of their friends is doing it. All of their friends is doing it. You got one friend, two friends who's making moves. They got their closest 10. They 10 closest friends is all making moves, man.
This is what Eugene we just got through saying. We know more about the bad than we know about the good. Niggas don't want to get to know the black millionaires. The black Negroes is out there doing it big.
Nah, because they think once I'm millionaire status, I have to move away from everybody.
Man, Slim and Huskies live on Arthur Street right out north. Ain't moved out here. Fitz President live right there on Monroe. Big old house on the corner. Biggest house in North Nashville, 37208. Big old house. He got the biggest thing on the block.
So you think we don't celebrate Slim and Husky in Nashville?
Ooh, I'm not saying we don't. But we don't know that many. You can't call 10. You can't call 10 Negroes that's millionaires. But I bet you can name 100 broke niggas, though. You can't name 5.
Well, what can we do
Name
to
5.
change that? What can we do to change that, Tom?
Get to know them. Network with them. Believe that they exist.
Where they at?
Man, they here. What you mean? All you gotta do is go get a Nashville scene, baby. Google it. Black entrepreneurs in Nashville. You rub elbows with them. You talk to these people. They out there.
Shit,
Yeah.
Tony
Black
talking
people-
like he the man.
Yeah.
I don't know what Tony is. Tony is the man.
Now Tony talking sense, man. That's just a theory that I got too. Is like you gotta have a bridge between people in the community, man. That's all it is.
You gotta have a bridge.
With round table, trying to bring all walks of life together and dispel this belief that we can't make something happen regardless of what we believe or what we do in life.
Exactly.
Go ahead, bro. Okay. What I was gonna say is, just cause somebody a black millionaire, they don't mean that they want us either. Too. I don't. That's what you saying either, though. I just wanted to, clarification on that. Just because they black and they got money, don't mean that they really either think like us or that they put the black community first either. So if a nigga just Google some black millionaires in Nashville or black entrepreneurs who just so happen to be millionaires, don't mean that they want what's best for the black community either.
Okay, you ain't got to like him. I like Hitler. I learned from Hitler. Hitler was one of the greatest philosophers and military genius that this world has ever known. That don't mean I got to like him. I mean, I got to understand that he like me. You get to know these people. You want to come up, you get to know who's successful.
And I'm saying when you say we should celebrate these people, I'm saying.
No, I'm just talking. My bad. Wrong choice of words.
That's why I said I don't think he was even saying. That's why I was like, I don't even think that's what he's saying. But okay.
See, people got like a fear that just because somebody got some more money and somebody's successful that they're gonna look down upon you. Man, these people don't care with money. It's only poor whites and poor blacks that's racist. For the most part. I got tattoos all over my face, man. I go to the Governor's Club. I go to Brentwood every day. I deal with millionaires, man.
But you can't. But yeah, Tony, like Tony, come on, man. You provide a service. Now that's cool. That's cool. You provide a service, but don't make it seem like you walking in the Governor's Club and going to the golf range and riding on the golf carts with them.
Because I don't expect for them to take. I don't expect for them to even let me in the house. But it's not gonna stop me from getting no money.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, until we actually get ourselves established with our own bank, our own hospital, our own food supply, necessities of life, where we look for the government to be responsible for, until we get our own shit, because we have our own makeup, that's why we need our own hospital. We got our own financial problems, that's why we need our own bank. Yeah. We need our own food because we've been fed bullshit. Until we get our own establishments that really matter to life, I don't care how much fucking money you got. You are not pushing forward like anybody else towards our advancement. And I put myself in that box because I don't have a hospital. I don't have a bank. I don't have a food supply for the people. But I'm doing whatever I can to push us forward to even get to any point to where we're getting self-sufficient opposed to this culture of dependency.
And that's because you're doing something. You actually implementing. You ain't finna. You ain't about to. You ain't gonna. You actually doing something. So people gonna follow you. Most of these niggas ain't doing up meeting up on the weekends, talking about what they finna do, what they about to do, what they gonna do, what we need to do. These Negro groups ain't got no implementation, no self-sufficiency. They begging for donations.
I don't know, Brother Tony, because like you said, and I don't disagree with you in the sense that, because it is a lot of, simp ass so-called black organizations. They call themselves black, or they say they got a black agenda, but the jury's still out on that. But at the same time, it's still, you know, black organizations, different black organizations on this panel is actually doing the work. Can't like I say that. Go ahead. Yeah, no, so I'm saying like, say like on any given day that we had these panel discussions, you talking 6-7 people or organizations, so to speak, that's putting in the work. Now, maybe some of them work together, maybe some of them don't. But I'm saying, can you name, if it's 6 or 7 on this particular panel, on any given Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day we do it, can you name 8 in Nashville that's doing the opposite of that? Organization, not people, organization.
That's putting in the work.
That's not doing. So the ones that cause my whole point of saying that is, I think it's some people out there that's doing the work.
Facts.
But I don't want to give too much credit to the motherfuckers that's not doing the work. You do get a lot of sellouts. You do got a lot of house Negroes. You got a lot of niggas that's just gonna do a lot of damn talking. But I don't think that's the general makeup of, you know, the black population.
No, I ain't talking in absolutes. I'm not saying all or everyone, but you know, a vast majority of them, you know, just begging for donations. They're not self-sufficient. Garvin them was self-sufficient. The NOI, they are self-sufficient.
I mean, you saying begging for donations? I don't really see those people. I don't see anybody on here begging for donations. I see people.
Is that on Facebook? He ain't lying.
Oh, what is that on?
Huh?
I don't know. It's like, damn.
You talking about on Facebook? You talking about like organized, like on 501? That's all they do is beg.
That's the new hustle. You show me all the ex-gang banger niggas, all the dope dealing niggas. I sell t-shirts. Man, these niggas come every other day with a new Negro slogan. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to put no name out there, but that's all you see. All these old ex-gang banging ass niggas got these 501c3s now. That's the new hustle. These niggas used to be preachers. Now these niggas is Negro 501c3s now.
Yeah, you know, shit. Yeah, it's quite. It ain't. Look, like you said, it ain't a million of them, but it's quite a few of them.
You niggas know it.
Quite a few.
You niggas is like on the inside right now. You know it.
50, yeah, they be on there, man, and they'll go anyway and get it too. I don't fuck around with people like that. Be honest.
Yeah. They used to be preachers. The hustle used to be get off that dope, stop selling dope, and go be a preacher. Now it's all go get you a nonprofit.
Man, he ain't lying either, man. I know a lot of old heads with him. A lot of them.
Y'all wildin', man.
People on the
Y'all wildin'. I say let them old heads live, man.
It's cool to let them live. It's just the obvious is the obvious on that shit right there, man. And you gotta state that.
Niggas don't state nothing because they scared of these ex-gang bangers. I don't give a fuck who this nigga is or who this nigga used to be. You out there begging for these donations, fraud.
Man, let people live, man. If these people they need, you know what I'm saying? Let people live, man. People.
But look.
People trying to make a change in their life, Brother Jarvis. Come on, man.
Look, though. We talking about motherfuckers coming in our community, yanking shit from up under the people who actually trying to do some real work and the help and all that shit. What you supposed to say or do? You gotta say something. You gotta put that out there. Let it be known to the person who ain't as in tune with what's going on. Let them know, hey man, you can make your own choice, but check this out. We got some people doing this here. Then you got some people doing this here.
Yeah.
Make your own choice. You ain't gotta tell them who to choose, but let them know, hey, look here. They got quite a few weirdos over here.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. The movements have to be moving. Period. And I always say that, and I always live by that. The movements have to be moving. Go ahead, bro.
Then, and this is gonna sound like a stupid question until you actually get we actually get to talk about it. Define movement, because the average person will look at a movement and say, "Oh, they ain't doing that," and then they actually are doing something. But then you turn around and see a lot of motherfuckers who got the camera on every 30 seconds. Like, you know, they on social media every 5 minutes.
There you go.
And he's like, nigga, like, put the goddamn camera down for 2 minutes, my nigga. Can you take some days off and just do the actual work? Can you actually do some work?
I don't know. They may know something that we don't know though, Nashville. So
Yeah,
right.
propaganda.
You gotta understand, propaganda is key, bro. And that's what I come on here preaching about. Propaganda will sway everything. Propaganda sways everything. So
we need our own stream of communication.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to catch the people that you are meant to catch, right? So if I keep watching something on Facebook and say, damn, they just turn the camera on whenever they giving back. They only give back to turn the camera on. I'm probably going to stop watching them and figure out how I can do it better. It's just period, man. I look at it, it's like it's propaganda. It's a show. All that shit is a show, man. It's a shit show. For real.
And that's a problem, though.
Absolutely, it's a problem. It's a problem.
That's a big problem because if you working, you ain't got time for no motherfucking phone in your hand.
That's a bit, and that's why the people who working will never get the recognition.
I ain't never been at work and had time to get on live.
Exactly. When the Panthers came out here, they raised money. They were self-sufficient. The NOI, they self-sufficient. The Garveyites, they were self-sufficient.
Yeah.
They went on Facebook begging, pleading, talking about please donate. .com. Help us out.
They were self-sufficient. But you're still going to need people to put in money for the shit to happen.
Yeah, that's why my motto was always do what I can with what I got. Which meaning whatever I got, whatever I made on my own, to go give back to somebody, whether they can be 22 kids or they can be 2 kids.
That's a fact. You do what you can.
I'm gonna do that.
You do what you can.
I ain't in no thing where I need 100,000 so I can go get a pickup, one of them big 18-wheelers and call Channel 5 and go to Hadley Park. You know, I ain't into that shit. I ain't into that. If I can go help, like I said, 2 or 22, that's what I'm gonna do. That's my job. The objective is to serve. It ain't none of that other shit.
Nah, you're right.
So
all the rest of that shit is theatrics, man. They auditioning. I always say these niggas are auditioning for a spot somewhere else. They know somebody's watching them, so they auditioning. That's what they do every day.
Yeah. So no Negro and none of these Negro groups got a stimulus check. Ain't nobody giving back right now. Niggas was begging, pleading, screaming, and hollering during the tornado. But you mean tell me all these Negroes in these Negro groups ain't none of them got no stimulus check? They can't give. Ain't nobody giving to the community right now.
Oh, they got it.
They was screaming and hollering, begging for donations during the tornado thing, but ain't nobody ready to give back.
Nah, you give it back when you can, brother.
Okay. No, I mean nobody got $1,200 out of none of these Negro groups. None of them. I ain't seen none of them giving nothing away. I'm ready to give. I'll give 500 backpacks to any Negro group. I'll match it. 500 backpacks. You put it out there. Put it on your Facebook page. Any Negro group want to match it? We can match it.
You said 500 backpacks.
500 backpacks. They can match it.
That's like
no cameras though. No cameras.
You gonna let me put my propaganda in there?
That's like we can match that.
No cameras though. We're gonna
that's like we can match that. We can do that. That's like
the only catch is when we give them away, you can't have no cameras.
Man, that's cool. That's like
you gotta put something in there.
That's like best group. I speak on the best group, man. Best group, we can do that. That's easy. That's easy work. Yeah. Best group, that's easy work, bro. I like that. I like that proposition. That's easy work though. That's easy work.
Hey, that's what it is. Self-sufficient. That's what I'm talking about, Tony. You gotta work like that, man.
Yeah. We work like that. That's easy. That's easy money. Let me go to the comments, man. Salute to everybody in the comments, man. I've been disrespecting the comments, man. Salute. My sister Sosa in the building, bruh. Chemo in there, bigger Veli in there. Let me go to all the comments. These are just the YouTube comments. Hold on. Let me go to all the comments. But yeah, man, salute to that, brother Tony. We can do that though. That's it. We set that up. We set that up like tomorrow. You hear me, Tony?
I'm listening.
Yeah. Nah, we set that up like tomorrow, bro. We'll chop that up tomorrow. That's easy. We get some prices. We get that done tomorrow. But salute, Sister Sosa, brother Chemo, my brother God of Jacob. You know what I'm saying? People in the building, salute. Hit that like button, that share button, that subscribe button, man. We just building, man. Tony just put it out on the table. My brother Tony put it out on the table, man. And this time, can we do the backpacks? How many we doing, brother Tony?
Man, we can do 500, man. These backpacks cost like $2, $2.50 a piece, maybe $3 a piece, man. No cameras though.
There you go.
No
so what we going? 15 half on. Say it again.
No photo ops, none of that.
None of that, because it ain't about that. It ain't
supposed to be. It ain't supposed to be. These niggas got some money. These niggas got this stimulus checks.
It ain't about that. That's easy. That's easy money, though. That's easy money. Let's do that. God of Jacob said he in. God of Jacob, I'm going to be reaching out, bro. We'll see what's up. That's easy money, though. Let's get these backpacks, man. Give them to the kids. That's easy. Yeah, that's easy, man. So, salute to my brother Tony for that. We'll definitely put that together, my brother. That's easy money, man. That's easy. All right, what was I at, man? Let's see. What other videos I got up here? What I got up here? All right, let's watch this one. I got a video right here, family. Let's see. I'm already sharing my screen. All right, let's get it. Let's see what this is.
What you fixing to witness now? What you fixing to witness now is the man who came by to get King to take him to dinner. And 30 years later at a press conference, he slipped because God do baffle your mind sometimes.
All right, this is Dick Gregory, man, talking about the guy who set up Dr. Martin Luther King. Said he took him to dinner. Let's rock it.
What you fixing to witness now is the man who came by to get King to take him to dinner. And 30 years later at a press conference, he slipped because God do baffle your mind sometimes. You look. Some of the activities are geared especially for the young who did not have a chance to get to feel or to know what the civil rights movement actually was about. Even as they marched, now they could have stopped in a hotel, but when you think about marching from Memphis to Jackson or Jackson to Memphis, there were no hotels. You stayed in churches, you stayed in people's homes, and that's how we got over. That's how we got through. The struggle was a spiritual struggle. You couldn't pay people to do what we had to do. You couldn't pay people to stand before mad dogs and fire hoses and billy clubs and cattle prods. It was strictly a spiritual and moral movement. So we wanted that dimension to be in the pilgrimage to Memphis.
we will revisit the mountaintop speech site. That's the Mason Temple, where Dr. King made his last address, which he almost didn't make because the night that we were having that rally, there were tornado warnings, and he was behind on the Poor People's Campaign. And he said, you guys go on over and have the rally. I'm going to stay at the motel and work on the Poor People's Campaign. When we got there and Dr. Abernathy walked in and Jesse Jackson walked in and I walked in and others, people started clapping because they thought Martin was behind us. And so Ralph Preacher said to him, this is not our crowd. And he went to the phone and called Dr. King. And any of the marches that we had in those days, you have an opportunity to bring the children and bring the family and march with us. And when I finished sharing with them the last hour of Dr. King's life, for her, but that gave me the wonderful privilege of spending the last hour on earth. 3 preachers in a room, Abernathy, King, and Kyle. And we spent that last hour together in room 306 at the Lorraine Motel. The press is always curious, and writers, what went on? What did you talk about? I said, we just talk preacher talk. What preachers talk about when they get together. Y'all see revivals and all what you're fixing to hear now. By the 5:45, we walked on the balcony, and he was talking to people in the courtyard. He stood here and I stood there. Only as I moved away, so we could have a clear shot, the shot rang out. Thank you. I turned around and then I was back on the balcony. Listen. Wait, listen. 30 years later, his brother never realized he would sniff and say that.
Okay. So I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. That's talking about, like I said, like we was talking about. Let me stop sharing my screen. So listen, man. So like we was talking about, man, those are the people who come along and try to stop Black progress. Period. Those are the people that we have to watch out for. The people who wants to come in and they want to make sure that they stop this progress, stop this unity by any means necessary. So
you mean him himself, or you talking about a large group of people, or what? Like,
so what was he saying? What was he saying in that video?
To my old boy?
Yeah. Talking
a bunch of bullshit. That's all I heard. I done heard that shit a million times, man. I done heard that. That ain't no bombshell shit right there. That's typical shit.
Yeah,
it's typical shit. That's nothing.
Yeah. Nothing. So if we think that Martin Luther King was set up to be killed, right?
Yeah,
we can agree to that.
I would say that. Yeah, I would say that. I would say that it's a whole lot more players involved. It ain't no 1 or 2 people either. It's
I believe that. I honestly believe that too. So if we know that he was set up, and he would have to be set up by people within, or you can go to the Malcolm X situation and say that he was set up by people within. My thing is, like I asked earlier, bro, how do you identify them people and then deal with them people?
First of all, you can't really run nothing with too many people anyway. Why? Because people got their own love. They got their own ways, right? They got their own way of doing shit. They got their own way of seeing shit. So you can't really have too many people around because, like I said, everybody just got their own little way of doing shit. So when you look at it that way, I mean, that should be able to help you from the jump, because you can't put like the same way when niggas are doing the game thing, right?
Yeah.
You gonna put 40, 50 niggas down. You don't know what them 40, 50 niggas doing when you ain't around them. You don't know what they gonna do when the heat on, when the police get on you. You don't know. But you can possibly know the nigga you grew up with. You can possibly know what he'll do when the heat get on. Why? You been around him. But 40, 50 niggas, it's hard to figure them out, man, at one time. It's just difficult. You can't have that many people around you like that, because ain't no telling what they'll do. Somebody get like the informant. Somebody they came and threatened him over some shit from school, and he went left. I mean, it wasn't even no serious shit they threatened him with. He went left. So think about that. Some nigga you just met. What loyalty did he owe you? You don't owe you none. He just met you. So if they come to him with some, I need you to take him down. Shit. They're gonna say, "D my guest. Let's go. Let's do it." They ain't gonna have no problem with it. What? They ain't got no attachment to you. They don't got no love for you. None of that shit. So that's how that type of shit happens when you recognize that. If you just so happen to let these people around you, when you recognize that, you DP the hell out of them. It's simple. You know, ain't no talking about it. If you catch his hand in that jar, you DP the nigga. It's simple. And if you catch him around somewhere else talking about your information, you know, the rest is the rest. You know, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But the first time, nigga, he need to be DP. I'm talking about lumped up, all that. I'm talking about can't see straight.
What is DP, my brother?
Discipline.
Gotcha.
You need to be off top, man. There ain't no room for that old weak ass shit, man. We out here, and a lot of that shit happens, especially in this town and other towns alike. They let too much. They let cream get in their organizations, man. Too much cream in their organization. That's why they shit ain't working. You know, every time you look up, every march that I seen in Nashville when somebody got killed by the police, I seen more white people than anything. That's a goddamn shame. So that let you know right there that they was on that. They was on to see what was going on, because in the beginning when a couple of cats got shot, the people from the hood got together, and then these educated Negroes, educated sellout Negroes came into the and rallied their little white friends in, and the shit didn't go nowhere. So it happened like that every time. All that, these niggas so comfortable with letting anybody around. That's why shit ain't working, man. Too comfortable. Niggas want to be friends too much. Fuck all that. You gotta just stick to the motherfucking plan. That's something motherfuckers don't know how to do these days. They scared. And then they don't know how to separate the two. They don't know how to separate their life from the business that they supposed to be taking care of. Either. Take care of your business, man.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to see what other videos I got.
That one video, that informant dude, he said he had took down he was one of them niggas who burned down the Watts Writers Club. He burned that down. He said he set it on fire himself.
That's what he said.
Yeah, and he joined it. He joined the Watts Writers Club, which was a black group, solid black group. Wasn't no white people, no white liberals or nothing allowed in there. But he got in. And he the one set the shit on fire.
The black dude what?
Yeah, that nigga. Yeah, he set it on fire. All over some science, a telescope or some shit they said he stole or something in college. And he burned it down. Man, that nigga crazy. That nigga was crazy right there. Over some, man, they had them theft for property. This nigga was taking down people over some theft for property shit.
Mm-hmm. And they done flipped.
Yeah, that nigga right there was crazy. He should have. I don't even know how he was moving around and then nobody. Ain't no way in hell somebody shouldn't have noticed him. Like, he popped up and he was ultra black. You gotta watch a nigga like that. And I ain't talking about in the back. I'm talking about the one that nigga every time you look up. I'm talking about if you go to the store. No, brother, don't get the one with the white icing. Get the one with the black icing, brother. One of them niggas. You got to watch him. You got to watch one of them type of niggas, man. That's too much. All that's weird. They get to talking like that. You're like, all right. You know what time it is.
I don't know, Brother Charles. Niggas might be trying to save your life, man.
Whatever. You ain't got no.
You get up out of that. Get up out that colonized mindset, brother.
Ain't no damn colonization on no daddy cake, man.
But it's more mental than that.
Man, over some goddamn icing.
What if a nigga trying to tell? What if somebody trying to tell you to eat the black diet instead of the white diet? You should follow the black diet instead of the white diet. You gonna look at them the same way?
First of all, I'm gonna look at him weird anyway for trying to tell me something like that anyway. Especially if he don't know my motherfucking family medical history. So I got to go with what I go with anyway. So I'm gonna look at him weird off top anyway for doing that. So yeah, I ain't gonna question him. I'm gonna question anybody that pop up. That's a guarantee. Yeah. That gotta be done. You can't just be running around.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on the question everything.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that off top. You got to.
I'm a guy like that too. More question everything. You gotta question everything. All right, man. Let me see. Hey, family, hit that like button, hit that share button, that subscribe button. Hit it. You know what I mean? Hit it. Hit that button. Hit that button, man. Tell a friend. We in here. I'm about to I don't know, fellas. Y'all got anything else y'all want to touch on? Anything else y'all want to talk about? I done went through the little videos I had, man. Unless I can get real religious. I did have a mean little religious video.
Go ahead and run it, man.
Look at it right there. He said run it. I got one. What y'all talking about, man? Talk to me in the chat, man. I see my brother God of Jacob, Chemo, Lady Spade. Look, it ain't nothing but black people. Even the UK family ain't nothing but black people when they pull up, man. But salute to y'all, man. Salute to the UK family, man. The US family. You know what I mean? We all in this oppression together, man. We already know these Western governments ain't never, ever gave a fuck about us. So we in the same boat. We both under this Western oppression. You feel me? All right, you know what? Let me ask y'all this. I can ask y'all this. This was a question today, man. Salute to my brother Bigger. Salute to my brother Bigger in the UK. He like to have these conversations, man. So every week he goes hard on a different religion, right? So I'm gonna ask y'all. I'm gonna ask you this, brother D. I want to come to you, brother D. Natural soul.
What up, bro?
All right, I want to come to you first, my brother. Do you think that this Western or this democratic government that we're living in now is better than an ancient African spiritual government?
Hell no. I don't know, like when you say ancient African spiritual government, I don't know exactly what you mean, but
or just any government in the past. You know what I'm saying? You know, it don't even have to be African. Nope. If you know a better government system, or if you know what I'm saying, let me know what you think it will be.
I feel as though the goal should be for us to govern our damn selves.
There we go.
If we got our own, you know, communities like you know we supposed to have, and we functioning like we supposed to, we can govern our damn selves. You know, from that, we can negotiate. We can create deals or set up certain situations that benefit us as a community, and then we govern our damn selves. We don't need, you know, no outside hands in our situation. But I don't know what you mean. Like, I hope I answered your question. You know,
no. You're good. No, you're good. I guess I should have reworded it. I guess I should try to say it like what does it look like? So let me come to brother Tony. Tony.
Cool,
All right, Tony. So if we was to get rid of this democratic government that we're up under now, what would the best government look like?
Well, no, man, I'm a capitalist. I like it how it is.
Oh, so you like this the colonizers government?
Yeah, I'm a capitalist.
Okay. All right, Mike. If we could overthrow this government, what would the new black nationalist government look like?
First of all, we gotta go back and get everything that's owed to us. We gotta sit at the table and do the math right. Yeah. After we get the math right, then we gotta, that's gonna talk about land and all of that. If we can't physically get the land, we gotta get what it's worth. And then we start building institutions, man. I'm not trying to separate. It's just be a nation within a nation. But this is for black people. That's just what it is. It's like it shouldn't. I don't understand why we still why we don't have black institutions for black people like it used to be when I was growing up. It was known it was for black people. I don't understand what happened. What happened to that? We need that. And
so you said
the same way. It'll be the same society, man. Except for people just don't have a chance. If you just broke, you just fucked up. You ain't trying to do nothing. You ain't gonna be moving. But it ain't gonna be no excuses for no racism because they gonna pay for that.
So where we gonna live at, Mike? Are we gonna still live amongst the other races, or are we gonna give our own little plot of land? What does it look like?
Man, like I say, if they can't give us no land, and I just think we gotta start taking like public buildings, like old schools and stuff like that. And they gotta build them up, put them up to par in the neighborhoods and stuff. And it's black people shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, do it like Black Wall. Do it like Black Wall Street. You say do it like Black Wall Street.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, but
Yeah, no, you have to say that. That's what you're saying. You're saying is we do it like Black Wall Street, and then bombs get dropped on it, and shit, we start over.
I'm not saying that. That's what you say. I didn't say nothing about no Black Wall Street. See, I got a defense plan that can't even be talked about online.
That's a fact. I love it. We'll leave it right there. Mike. Leave it right there. Leave it right there, man. So there we go. Brother Eugene. I gotta come to Brother Eugene. Talk to me, bro.
What's going on?
There we go, man. Talk to me, bro. What does it look like, man? If we can, because we can agree that this government system that we're up under now is oppressive, right? We can agree to that, right, Brother Eugene?
Yeah.
Yes. So, what does the new government look like? Not, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about how people are gonna take it over. Just tell the people what it looks like once we've conquered it.
Well, for me, that's a hell of a picture to try to paint. But the one thing that I believe that it'll take is for us to get that little need for outside acceptance out of us, and finally get to the point where self-acceptance amongst our own people is enough. Because I think everything that holds us back is the fact that we don't have self-acceptance. We're too busy. Like, we doing this, man, so is that cool? Does it look good to you? Like, we got to get the approval from outside sources to even be considered something. We still taking their descriptions of shit and like this law. Like, if you don't believe what they believe is successful, then you're not successful. I just got a problem with following their structure, period. Because nothing they've ever done ever benefited us like I assume it was when it was just us.
I hear you, brother Eugene. You still talking? Yo.
I mean, because you try to get me to paint a picture of what it would look like. It's really hard to say because I don't see a world where it's just all us doing right, everything is going perfect, because that's unrealistic. Okay. Now I see a world where we actually focus on us as a first point of reference to where we start to benefit our own race above all others, but we're still going to have some sort of turmoil in between there. It ain't no such thing as perfect. Ain't no such thing as this unrealistic term, because to be considered perfect means everything is right. But that's just not what life was made into. It wasn't made in just everything on the left or everything on the right. You got left and right, up, down, good, bad, and so forth and so on. So until we find balance and acceptance of our own balance,
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that, brother. We got to have a balance. I believe that. You know what I mean? I believe that. I do believe that. Let me all right, let me find this video. What you say, brother Jarvis, brother D? What y'all say? Play the Islam video.
You ain't saying it was Islam, but yeah, you go ahead.
I said religious, didn't I?
Yeah.
So the title of this video is Conversation Between Jesus and Allah. What you think when you hear that, brother Jarvis? Does that sound like a actual meeting, or is that like allegory?
Yeah, I would probably say it's more so of a meeting of some ideas.
Yeah, because I never heard this before.
Yeah.
I know my UK family. They you know what I mean? They're gonna wake up. They're gonna look when I play this.
Yeah, that's what I would say though. Ideas. Gotta be some ideas.
Let's go. Where's the shit at? I'm gonna play it. Cause let's play it. Where's my screen share? I hope y'all can't hear my food cooking, man, because I'm hungry. What? All right, let's go.
Is it that Fannie Mae's chicken bacon?
Nah, I got a little something light going back here, brother EJ. Little something light, man. I'm actually doing breakfast food, man. I didn't cook tonight, brother EJ.
Hi guys, I'm back again today with another reaction video. I hope this suffices for my lack of scarf. But anyways, today we're reacting to a conversation between Jesus and Allah, Surah Al-Ma'idah. Well, before we do start, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Click that bell.
It's got to be a Muslim, one of the Muslim sisters.
Button so that you get notification whenever I do upload a video. This is not working, but I think it's kind of better than nothing, right? I look bald, but who cares? Yeah, so let's check this out. Verse 109 to 120. I'm gonna pause again, but I love it that they have the English meaning, and then the recitation is just like arigatou gozaimashita.
يوم يجمع الله الرسل فيقول ماذا أجبتم قالوا لا علم لنا إنك أنت علام الغيوب يوم يجمع الله الرسل فيقول ماذا أجبتم قالوا لا علم لنا إنك أنت علام الغيوب واذكر نعمتي عليك وعلى والدتك إذ أيدتك بروح القدس تكلم الناس في المهد وكهلا وإذ علمتك الكتاب والحكمة والتوراة والإنجيل وإذ تخلق من الطين كهيئة الطير بإذني فتنفخ فيها فتكون طيرا بإذني وتبرئ الأكمه
Alright, this is long, man. This is long. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to walk off and do my food. Let's see. Yeah, I do that right. But yeah, man, my bad, y'all. I had to walk off and do my food, man. So I had to see. What was that saying? What was that video saying? Was it saying something on there? What? Or y'all wasn't paying attention?
Yeah, we're just reading a passage.
What was the passage saying? Was it the conversation between Jesus and Allah?
Sure, yeah. It seemed like somebody was reading it. It seemed like sitting at church to me.
Damn, y'all let me know. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I put the video on and I went. I had to tend to my food. I'm hungry. Oh.
I mean, I ain't see nothing that stood out.
Yeah.
No, not to me.
I haven't watched that video. I should have watched that video. I should have pre-watched that video before I showed it. That's my fault on that, y'all.
What the girl trying to prove?
I just wanted to hear what was the dialect between Jesus and Allah, and how she was gonna tie that in, because I'm sure most Muslims would definitely wouldn't say that they actually had a meeting. That's what I was trying to see. I never heard of them actually having like a physical meeting. So,
well, I think in that passage it seemed like more Allah was talking about Jesus. That's just more than talking. They was talking to each other. I didn't
okay.
take, well, it wasn't the whole video, so I can't say. But the part that I seen, that's what I seen.
Yeah, that's probably what it meant. Because I know in history I had never heard that before. That was it.
Some cultures believe that Jesus was a Muslim.
What cultures?
Some people believe that he was a Muslim because how he would pray.
Which
I'm
Muslims?
just speaking. I don't believe in Jesus, but I'm speaking on those that do.
Are those Muslims that believe that?
Mostly Muslims.
Do you know what sect? Like what sect of Muslims?
I don't know the difference between the Shiites and what's the other one?
Sunni.
Yeah.
Sunni.
But the people wrote books about Jesus in the Quran, stuff like that.
No, he's a prophet. Jesus is a prophet according to the Quran. I learned that Jesus is in the Quran. I think Moses is too. Like the stories coincide. You know what I'm saying? The two books coincide if you read both of them.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna say the Quran. No, I'm gonna say the Quran because I don't think the Bible says anything about Muslims. Except the bloodline. No, they do say something about the bloodline. Ishmael. They do. And I'll take that back. Let me take that back.
Yeah, you get a Hebrew. The Hebrew text. Yeah, something like that, or you get one of them Ethiopian Bibles. They got a lot of them.
Yeah, let me take that back. Let me definitely not say that.
Because it's just Isaiah and Ishmael. Isaiah for the Christians, Ishmael's for the Muslims. They all come from the same lineage, two sides of the same coin.
What was their father's name?
Abraham.
Yep.
All it is.
So you gotta understand though, man, by the time Abraham them popped up, ancient Egypt was in the 18th dynasty.
You said Egypt was in the 18th dynasty?
Yeah, about time Abraham popped up.
Who was the pharaoh?
I just looked at that today, bro. I don't know, man. It's a bunch of them. I ain't even gonna go into that with you. But you gotta break it down through the dynasties, man. I know Moses came after
Akhenaten.
It wasn't him, was it? Was it Ramesses? When was Ramesses? But way before Jesus?
Ramses supposed to be was the one that
but it was a lot of Ramesses too, though. But go ahead, man.
But I know Akhenaten came like a little bit before Moses, and Moses basically was supposed to learn from his school, which came from Abraham. I already put it in before Akhenaten, the belief in one God.
King Tut was he was the 18th dynasty, wasn't he? Amenhotep.
King Tut is the son of Akhenaten.
Tutmos and all them.
Yeah, he's the son of Akhenaten.
Man, come on, man. Where my Bible people at? Put something in the comments. Let me know. What are we talking about, man? Who was the Pharaoh when Jesus was walking the earth?
Akhenaten was the son of Amenhotep III. They made it punishable by death to say Amenhotep. He was the first one that deitized himself monotheistic. Before him, they were polytheistic.
That's Akhenaten. Akhenaten done that. The son done that.
Yeah.
He changed his name from Amenhotep IV to Akhenaten.
Yeah. Then Egypt became monotheistic from that point on.
Yeah, they tried to wipe him out of his.
Yeah. And we should have been polytheistic.
Yeah.
Nah, he just took.
What you think, Tony?
He just took it back to Abraham days. Abraham was basically, his parents was a sun worshiper. They just looked at the sun.
So what you mean? Man, tell them about the sun worshipers, Mike.
I'm just saying you gotta just put yourself in the ancient world.
Before religion, they partially worship the sun before religion.
See, there we go. Now we talking. Now we talking, man. Now we talking.
But the sun wasn't God.
How come it's not? How come it's not? Tell me how come it's not.
Because they had a system the way they identified all the forces of nature that brought forth light. Light was part of it that emanates from the sun, which helped things grow and everything move forward.
But the sun is the most high.
The main thing in which they said was God. They never really truly just only believed the sun was God. That's not what it was.
Well, I'm saying the sun. I'm stepping out on the limb right now, and I'm gonna say the sun is God. Nothing moves without it. It's the most high.
It ain't a false fact.
No, they didn't say that. They worshiped the sun because the sun was the power that God gave.
And they did what to it, Mike? You said they worshipped it.
They honored it. They identified it for its power. Just like the Trinity is a way of identifying the different.
But nothing was above. Nothing was above the sun, Eugene. Nothing.
Wait a minute. You speaking on far as looking above and seeing something beyond.
I'm just saying what's above it? What's above it?
Everything was.
What's above it? What's beyond it?
Now, see, that goes into going to this thing of what we're gonna say galaxies, universes, and all this.
But that
ain't even really the concept of what they was doing. It had nothing to do with only worshiping the sun as if it was the only factor of life. It's not true.
Who was the they anyway? Because I got lost.
Well, I'm speaking on whoever worshipped anything prior to religion.
Oh, okay, cool. I wasn't sure. I thought y'all was talking about the Egyptians for a minute.
Kind of Kemetic. Kind of the Kemetic people. But it's the Kemetic people too. Because they had a form of sun worship.
Yeah, I don't deal with that shit. Be real.
All right. Okay. We'll come back to that. All right, Brother Jarvis. When you say you don't deal with that shit, what is your concept of God?
Well, I studied Aramaic stuff, so I don't study Egyptian stuff. I don't do that.
What's Aramaic? Talk to me about
Hebrew
that.
Came from. That's where it came from. Meaning.
Can you tell me like some location or?
Ethiopia, man.
Oh, okay. What about philosophies? Tell me some philosophies of the Aramaic.
Shit, really, I mean, I'm right now. I'm just studying into it right now, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. But for what I can tell you, it's similar to what they had going on up there, but it ain't the same. It's a little bit more. Can I think of a good word to use? I can't really give a good word.
But it's the African. But it's
Jesus Ethiopia spoke Aramaic.
Yeah, Prophet Muhammad actually spoke Aramaic.
Yep.
It's a later language.
Okay. What about geography wise? What's that? What part of Africa is that from?
Say what?
What part of Africa is that from? Like
That's
geography wise.
Well, I also heard that how we give credit to Ethiopia and Egypt for all that they presented to us, but I actually heard something to the degree, I forgot the name of the people, but they studied in what we call Somalia.
The Nubian people. Did you hear about the Nubian people actually colonized Egypt?
Yeah, but I'm talking about far as the spirituality systems that we give credit to Egypt and Ethiopia. There was a place, I'm gonna find the name for you, that predated them, that's in a location that we call Somalia today, to where they say they got their information from.
I think I know what you're talking about. It got something to do with language and stuff like that. I think it's like the oldest language. It's in I think I heard what you're talking about.
Where my people at, man? Where my historians at, man? Get in the comments, man. Where's my historians at?
They call Ethiopia the land before time. That's what they call that place.
Yeah, everything around that gap was Ethiopia to them.
So they call it the land before time. So that's
the Jinn people. They believe all the ghouls and all that stuff, shape shifting and all that stuff.
That's an Islam character, though, right?
Pre-Islamic.
Okay,
Somali,
yeah, okay. Because I know Iblis is one of the examples of Islamic jinns. Because I was called a jinn before. That's what made me acknowledge it.
Man, where my historians at, man? Y'all get on here and see what's going on. What you say, Natural Soul? What you say, my brother?
I ain't saying nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you made a noise or something.
Nah, the brother's on point. Like it's I can't even think of my brother's name on here, but like he said, the from my readings and understandings, the Nubians are the Commissions. They from what I read, they traveled, they migrated to Kemet, and then that's what later became what they called Kemet at that particular time, and created the pyramids and the first actual or the most what they.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because they had to survive along that Nile River, man. You know, where the blue and the white Nile. Because if you pay attention to Egypt, it's separated in cataracts. What they call it, cataracts or something like that. But it's just like rocks in the ocean, in the Nile River that you can't cross at certain times. So they separate. Yeah. And then like if you really I got off in the study in Egypt, but I had to jump because it's just too much information. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really trying to go that deep in it. But now that I'm older, you know what I mean? If I read something, I understand it. You know what I'm saying? But basically, when you look at how it's separated and then the way how it's been conquered all these time, if you look at it based on religion, then you'll get a better understanding of Abraham coming to the world, and then Egypt actually was, and then the civilization of Egypt that they still writing the history on that's way older than that. The Nubian people, which they call Kushite, Ethiopians, or whatever, they all the same people. It was just, different Europeans, different Arabs giving them names.
And that's my understanding of it too. And like I said, when they say sun god, so like when y'all was touching on the sun being a so-called god, even then it was netters. It was netters. So because God is German, right? That's Germanic, right?
Yeah.
God came later. The so-called term God came later from being colonized. But the sun, from my understanding, now I could be wrong, from my understanding, the sun was a Netzer, not the Netzer. So the same way they worship the sun, they, also felt that, just Tefnut, Ptah, all of that was a Netzer to be worshipped and understood as one, meaning nature. So it wasn't like the sun is more important than Tefnut or Newt itself, whatever. It's just more so you saw that a lot because the sun, from my understanding, the sun was more so energy than it was light, a divine energy. So, and I'm not, I'm not like, the swiftest historian when it comes
you
to
hard. You sound like Shaka Amos right now. Keep going.
I think that's disrespectful to say Shaka Amos, but all right. No, but from my understanding, the sun was worshipped in the sense as like a divine energy, like providing energy, so to speak. And so that's where the rock comes from, where I mean rock comes from. And yeah, that's all I want to add. Go ahead. That's all I want to add.
Yeah, I hear all of that. But we know Ra is the one. Ra does provide the energy. You're right about that. But Ra also provides the light, the growth, the creation. Like nothing moves without Ra. I don't know. I just
That's
think when
factual.
people say
That's factual. Like, even today when you talk photosynthesis, you talk human life, whatever, is the sun. Without that sun, we doomed. But I don't think that it was because everything in ancient Kemet was taught in duality, from my understanding, in duality. So that means when there's
right, too.
a feminine aspect, there's always a masculine aspect as far as the yin and the yang.
There you go.
Now, see, too, before that was actually part of one of the main factors, they also identified with the beginning, which was matter and energy.
That's Tefnut, right?
You might be right. I can't sit here and act like I know that one.
I could be wrong, Eugene, but I think it's Tefnut, and then from that created Tefnut, which is supposed to be the primordial.
How you spell that? How do you spell that one?
Just like it sounds. So it's Tefnut.
I promise you, I was just reading about this because a lot of the whole concepts behind it started with evolution and how we evolved from one point to the next. And then they would identify how things will work in our relationship with nature. So, because it was Ron, it was the sun, the ram, and something else, because the ram is the male lamb, and there's a lot that deals with that, how they describe life from an animal's perspective that, they actually identified with. Because the whole thing on, what is it? Polytheology of, what is it? What's the word? Polytheism? Polytheism. Yeah. Is they really wasn't worshiping a lot of different gods. They were worshiping a lot of different aspects of the creator, which is the whole consolidation of the world.
That's interesting too.
Tefnut. Okay.
It's deep, brother. It's deep. Once you get into it, man, you know what I mean? And it's real confusing too. Especially when you start trying to learn about them pharaohs and all these different dynasties.
And then what I found to be the hardest part is, man, because a lot of us, I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but a lot of us raised, if you in the South, raised with a Christian background.
Yeah,
I came up AME, so a lot of times, what it may be easier for a nigga to like deprogram before he try to understand, because you'll be like, if you try to understand it from a Christian perspective, you like, hold on, this don't make sense. But if you
that ain't gonna work.
First, if you get rid of that first, which is easier said than done. But if you get rid of that first and then try to start from that, I find it to be a lot easier. Because I dabbled in it, came out, you know, like Bruce said.
In order for them to get rid of that, they're gonna have to put it on the time scale and see where their religion began and see what was going on before that.
And I'm gonna tell you where I'm getting my information from. Right now, I'm reading a book called Spirituality Before Religion, written by Kaba Kamene Hiawatha, which was the old former Booker T. Coleman. And I was literally just reading about the origins of how the original people worshiped and what they was identifying with, opposed to how we doing today.
Talking about the light skinned dude with the beard that be wearing the things on his head.
He done been, man. I done been to his I've been to his program.
About Cabo?
Here to Kibalon. He had his his motivational, not motivational, you know how we go to our lectures.
Yeah, he got his lectures.
Hey, that dude right there he's been in all of Hidden Colors. He's the only one has been, other than the man who created it, he's the only one that has been in every last one of them. That man has created curriculums for colleges. So he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah, brother. From my understanding, brother. I've always said his name wrong. I thought it was Kaba Kamene.
I want to say is Kaba Hiawatha Kamene. Okay. I'm just only saying that by memory of hearing them say it. Not to say that I got it right, but you know what I'm saying? So, but we know who we talking about.
Yeah, it's Kaba. It's the same Kaba.
Yeah, so even if you don't get that, it's Booker T. Coleman.
I'm gonna tell you who else hard with that shit though. It's a brother named Infundisi. He nasty with it. He got like a lot of YouTube.
Say his name again.
Infundisi.
I'm gonna check into that.
Yeah, it's spelled funny. It's like MF. It's like M then fun. MFUN and then DISHI. Infundisi. He told me.
Okay.
Yeah, they said Mr. McGee pretty good with that shit too.
Who was that?
Some guy. They said I forgot. He from one of them southern states.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up some of them people, and I look at it as far as my brain let me look at it.
Mr. McGee, dude, that Mr. McGee cat must be one of them sellouts.
Nah. He been to Egypt. He deciphered the Meta Nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't mean he ain't no
sellout. He published over 90 books.
That's what they say.
Okay. All right, brother McGee.
It's gonna be up in Harlem on 125. Out there hollering.
Nigga said he published over 90 books. That's sick.
That's right.
That's sick, man.
Man, I gotta check out Wade Noble.
Nah.
He used to have like the documentaries of the show. He had a TV show, didn't he? He had a show.
Don't give me the line to you. I found him on YouTube. But hey, he come over with some deep conversation, man.
No, I think he had a show.
Wade Noble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or Jill. Maybe I'm thinking Jill Noble.
What? No, I'm thinking Wade. Okay, you would know Wade Noble because anytime he do a lecture, he'll start off by identifying all names that people call God. I'm talking about from Allah, Jingo, and identify with all of them. So he is speaking to everybody who believe in different walks of life before he start his conversation.
Where you from?
That I don't know.
Okay.
That I don't know. But most of his lectures he'll have on his African garment, talking Pan-African, and you'll know him when you hear him because, man, he talks some deep conversation.
Pan-African niggas.
What you mean by that, Jarvis?
I want to say he is a Pan-African nigga.
All right, hold on, Eugene. Hold on, Eugene. Hold on. Let's get into that. What you mean, Jarvis? Pan-African niggas.
I'm just asking the question because I'm just asking the question.
What's wrong? What would be your gripe? Or if
Let that man ask a question, man.
I ain't got no.
Let me ask you this, brother Jarvis. If you had one gripe with the Pan-Africanness, what is that gripe?
I don't think I got one, but if I had to pick one, if I had to pick one, I would say them with the unrealistic belief that everybody over there want to get with everybody over here. That's it. Because a lot of them say that, but I don't got no particular problem with them per se. First of all, I don't know too many of them. I know some people who call themselves that, but I don't know no actual one. See what I'm saying? So it's like when it comes to that right there, it's some word niggas like saying, especially over here. So I really don't. It's not just not a lot of people putting that in practice, man, in this country. I just don't see a whole lot of that, so I can't really have no problem because there's not too many of them around. I wouldn't say it was, so I don't got no.
What do you think about your ancestry? So if you had to tell somebody where your people come from, you wouldn't say your people come from Africa?
Well, you can't say somebody come from Africa because Africa is just a continent, right? It's 53 countries over there, something like that. So you can't just say you from Africa. What does that mean? You can't just say that. No, I wouldn't say my people from Africa. I would say what country that. If I knew for a fact, I would say what country they came from.
Are you interested in knowing what country that is for a fact?
Yeah. I've been digging into that since I became interested in it. But I wouldn't just say, hey, my people from Africa. You know that. I wouldn't say no stupid shit like that.
So right now you would say what? You're American?
No, I wouldn't say none of that. I say I'm me.
Until I find out otherwise. Hold on, you would say what? I missed that.
I say I'm me until I find out otherwise.
See, that's what the Pan-Africanists do, man. When you have a little disagreement about Pan-Africanism, they try to call your code out on your blackness. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I wouldn't think about it ain't no Pan-Africanists around.
Yes, it is.
Wait.
If you know where you come from, then you know where you shall return, bro. You know that, Mike. Well, why you not going back to? So what are you saying? So what are you saying? Just forget where you come from?
Nah, what I'm saying is, if you was a true Pan-Africanist, what you'll be doing is you'll be trying to make some money out of Africa. You'll be
you're trying to make money with Africa. If these are your brothers and sisters.
Money with Africa, out of Africa, however you want to look at it. You got to have a source of income that's coming from that continent if you're a true Pan-Africanism. You're giving them jobs, you're buying stuff from them, they work for you, however you want to sugarcoat it, bro.
Listen, bro, it's no way you're going to make money. It's no way you're going to make money like you want to in this country. This country is colonized. You're better off rolling the dice in another country.
That's
like where?
Black
a lot of other countries like that too.
Black nationalism. That's my.
I'm a black nationalist for this country right here. I'm not no ADOS or none of that old type of shit or what is it?
But you Black Lives Matter.
No, we're no Black Lives Matter.
None of that.
Mike. Okay, Mike. Let me ask you this, then, brother. What do you say to the people like the Moors that say in law black means death? So we shouldn't identify as black.
See, you laugh. That's what you do.
I don't care what they say. I'm like I told, like that one more dude we had. I said I want to see you get up out of that goddamn that felony that you got. If you got a bag of crack in your pocket, if you can't get up out of that, then don't talk to me about it. No mournings, none of that. I ain't no citizen or none of that shit.
They'll point to situations where they won, but they be like so old. They be like from 10, 15 years ago, the last case or something. I'd be like, come on, bro. That ain't it.
But what the Pan-Africans need to do is, man, they need to pay attention to what's going on their front doorstep and take care of the problem at home before you start reaching out across the world and trying to have unity. That's just how I feel.
I
can't stop my sons. I can't have my sons progressing if they in the house fighting. I gotta stop them from fighting first, and then I'll be like, okay, let's go talk to the neighbor. And let's get them on board.
But it's not gonna be all of them, Mike. You're gonna have to learn how to take your 10 or 15 that you can gather, and then go try and build with 10, 15 on the continent. You understand what I'm saying, bro? You're not going to have a Marcus Garvey type movement, bro. So
you know, a lot of it comes from our conversation, and you know, like how we normally talk about when we speak about our own. Because if you notice, a lot of stuff goes wrong because we maintain the idea that it's supposed to. And what I'm saying is, for an example, when a race of people or a group of people conversation is catered to an idea, that idea always comes to life. An example of something outside of what we do. Before, I want to say, the war with Hannibal Barcus, I'm gonna just use it as an example. I might be wrong, but if it was the what was the motherfuckers called? The one with 300, start with an A. Anyway, another group. What they was doing, they would go around in conversation saying the Carthaginians, I think it's their names, must die. The people from there must die. This was in their conversation in greetings. Like if I was to come up to you, be like, "What's up, Calvin? The whites must die." That was our conversation. And with that type of communication and speaking that into existence, that was the only time that they won that war against him. It was because of the communication between the people of what reality was going to be. So until we finally get to the point where our conversation really spins out us progressing, opposed to us really getting to a point to where we can always come to an agreement to where we're going to fail at something. I don't give a fuck what conversation we start out with. We can always end that conversation to the point where we're going to stop talking about it because we see where we're going to fail at. So until we start talking about things as if we can't fail and this is our reality, we ain't going to change shit until we change it.
Anybody got something to say?
I think my brother on point, man.
Yeah.
I think my brother on point. I got a question for the panel. If you don't mind me asking a question on your show, brother Cam.
Well, you ain't got to ask me that. Go ahead, bro.
Are there any? I don't know what everybody's, but spirituality or spiritual system or religious doctrine that everybody subscribes to. But are there any people? Is there anybody that's not in the same spiritual doctrine that you in, that you listen to or respect or that you like? Like for instance, if I call myself Christian, but I fucks with Farrakhan, or I call myself Muslim, but I fucks with T.D. Jakes, or I call myself Moore, but I fuck with Brother BNX or whatever like that.
Yeah, it is for me.
No, I do. I do a show with a Muslim.
Yeah, it is for me too. I like Sam X. Sam X talk that shit on that tip, and then it's a lot of people that I listen
like about
to.
Him, Cam?
Huh?
What you like about him?
About Sam X?
I
don't know. Let me tell you. If I'm honest, I think he's like-minded. So me and him agree on a lot of topics. And then the way that I see him with his congregation, if I'm honest, DeMario, it just looks it looks better than church.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's church with a little bit more swag and a couple cuss words. You feel me? So the first time I ever saw that, I was like, yo, Okay. All right. I see what's going on here.
Is he keeping the teachings of Minister Farrakhan, or is he
Yeah. No,
I mean, not Elijah Muhammad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Farrakhan.
And Farrakhan. Okay. All right. So they don't fuck with Eric Muhammad, huh?
Nah, hell nah. But he went that route. Okay. That's why I need to get Hamid on here, bro. I really want to do a show about that.
Okay, I'm going to you next, brother Mike. How you feel about that? Who you fuck with?
I don't fuck with no Christian when none of them at all. But I really don't even fuck with none of them niggas, man. To be honest with you, man, I listen to them and I take what I can up off of them. But you know, anything to me with a book based doctrine, it leaves you limitless. I mean, it leaves you in a box like you ain't got nowhere else to go. You know what I mean? You can't think outside of that book. You know what I'm saying? And you know, them Nation of Islam dudes, they real educated brothers. They get real.
Yeah.
But today, when you start studying religion and Islam and Farah Muhammad and all of that, I really just can listen to a little bit of shit that they say, catch phrases, and keep it moving.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like y'all hating on the brothers. I can listen to brothers. I can't think of all right, I'm gonna tell y'all another person because I do interviews with these brothers, and y'all know I rock with them. I rock with the Israelites.
I had a feeling you was gonna say
and
that.
People think they crazy as hell, but guess what, man? You cannot deny their discipline. You cannot deny their brotherhood. You can't deny the fact that they snatching brothers off the street and stopping them from selling crack and committing robberies and burglaries and crimes, man. I can't deny that, man.
Are they?
I promise they are, Mike. Every time I go in there, it's a little nigga doing that. And let me tell you this, Mike. You ain't never, ever heard of a little nigga getting locked up and they put it on the Israelites. You better quit playing, bro. That ain't even the gang. With people who done been locked up before, that they don't even ask you that. They gonna ask you, is you a blood, Crip, GD? They gonna ask you all them questions. They'll never ask you, are you an Israelite?
Where?
I'm saying here. Well, the Israelites don't commit crimes.
You talking about in Nashville?
Yeah, in Nashville.
They'll never ask you if you're a Muslim either. What that mean?
Man, but Muslims get a bad rap, though. But Muslims get a bad rap because of 9/11. So you know that, Mike.
They get a bad rap because they
man, I'm telling you about the Israelites, man. It ain't no way you gonna say that you cannot deny them boys' brotherhood, the discipline, the chain of command. You can't deny none of that, man. Them brothers move like a unit, man. When it's time to put in and get a building, them boys stay with a building. Come on, man. I never knock them brothers. I never knock them.
I had a question about.
Go ahead, bro.
And they been because I really up until probably like within the last 5 years, I really ain't never seen no Hebrew Israelites in Nashville. Maybe I just missed them. I ain't really seen them. Like I'm just now seeing them on 28th or whatever. And
they came from Memphis. All them came from Memphis.
Yeah, and they moving. They came and they moving.
Okay.
Yeah, they a lot of them from out of town.
How long have they been prevalent or present in Nashville?
You said how long?
Yeah.
I think I saw him maybe 2.5, 3 years ago. That's my first encounter with him.
Okay.
You can't even be African and join them though.
Like a continental African. See, and
you can't even you can't even say that you got origins from Africa.
No, you can't. But I feel like those brothers, they will try to prove to you that you're not African, because the first thing they're gonna say, "Hey Tony, what is your daddy considered?" And you're gonna say a Negro. He's considered a Negro.
They can't trace their lineage back
to Israel. I think they can trace their to Jacob. They can trace their DNA back to Jacob.
They don't even believe in DNA, bro. You know that.
Hey,
Their bloodline is from Jacob.
On top of that, Israel didn't exist until like recent.
Yeah.
So now you gotta learn how to read the Hebrew. You don't read the Hebrew. Y'all have to read it. Y'all not reading the scriptures.
When did
Israel
when they got that state? When did in 48 when they got that state?
Yeah, something like After that's what
not the state. You have to think about before them times, before they start issuing out states.
Yeah. Well, what about going beyond that? What about the fact that you can't find a human outside of Africa that's over 500,000 years old? But you can find humans in Africa that are millions of years old. And all of the stuff that we talking about, what people follow, ain't no older than probably about 6,000 years, man.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Okay, I'm with you.
So when we want to talk about beginnings, let's talk about the beginning of the concepts. But when we're talking about time, nobody has that history.
That's another reason why I don't understand. Because I think the Hebrews stop it at your dad. And that's it. That's the only thing that matters. Then what is your dad? And my thing is, okay.
No, it's your father's father. It's your daddy's daddy. Go ahead. Huh?
They go as far back as the granddaddy?
No, they're gonna keep going. Who is your father's? Who is your father's fathers? Who is his father's fathers?
Man, them Negroes couldn't pass their granddaddy. They couldn't tell you some of them who their granddaddy is.
Hold on, y'all. Kevin, you let that rock on your show, bro. They going far back as far as they can. You know, like great granddaddies and they granddaddies and all that shit.
Yeah.
So what you saying is all of these niggas that's Hebrew Israelite, they completely, like, all of them dark skin, meaning ain't nobody mixed.
No, they're gonna be mixed because it was mixing, but it still goes back to the bloodline and the nationality of your father.
So again, if I call myself Hebrew Israelite, my dad is black.
Yeah.
His dad is my granddaddy is mixed. Am I still allowed to be a Hebrew Israelite?
Yeah, because there's still some black in there if he's mixed.
No, but see, they believe again. So again,
no, you still got that black blood in you if you mix.
No, but look.
Yeah, you're gonna be the tribe of Jacob. Long as it came from Jacob. If it came from Jacob, you're never going to be fully white. The best you can do is mixed, and all of your seeds is going to be from the Israelite. I don't care how light you turn. How many white women?
Unless your father came from Africa.
Yeah, because that's a different tribe. That's the tribe of Ham. It's a whole different tribe. It's different people. Different tribes are different people. You have Moab. You have Ishmael. You have Jacob. You have Ham.
So ain't there still a separation amongst family?
But who said they're family? Who taught you they were family, Eugene?
Well, all these people after
Abraham. Wait a minute. Just tell me all the actual races.
It's the 12.
Because I'm gonna just say it's the human race.
You said what?
If you really get into it, it's really just the human race.
Who said human? What word is that? That's a European word, ain't it?
Well, even if you use that word, it still say human.
What is the human race? Talk to me.
Man,
all right, let's break that down. What is the human race?
It's still the same thing, regardless. I mean, because we can get into the whole rundown of the fact that white folks are just Homo sapiens, and we're actually Homo sapiens because it's a totally different consciousness behind that. We can go into all these different terms and lineages that was given to us, if we want to. But at the end of the day,
yeah,
really, we need to serve the purpose in our own moment and write the history of our own timeline instead of trying to mimic those of the other ones, unless they try to give us information to help us get to it.
How do we do that? How do we do that in 2020? How do we move and and make moves in our own time in 2020?
Well, I mean, it's the same thing we all been saying. I mean, in simplest form, get on code. Once we get on code, which we all understand what that truly means, and that's to put your own race first. I mean, that right there will change everything.
Tony, I'm gonna ask you, brother Tony. Do you think that black people can get on code by putting race first?
No.
Why? Why not?
I mean, I believe in putting people that's loyal to me. I don't care what color you is. As long as you loyal to me, I'm gonna put you first. That race thing really don't mean nothing though, because if you started speaking Spanish, I'm gonna think you Hispanic.
Well, niggas be loyal to they unloyal though, right? How do you know if they loyal?
When you give them a chance.
Good. I go out for. Well, go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead. No.
Antonio, how can you say that you don't do race first when everything you talk about is these Negroes?
I didn't even do my segment, Eugene. I'm about to do my segment. Who did Tony piss off this week? I'm gonna do that segment. But go ahead, Tony. How you gonna say?
I done had some of them Hebrew niggas call me.
Answer that question. But answer that question, Tony. How can you say you not race first when you always speaking about the Negroes?
Man, it's the only people that I can relate to. If I talk about white people, then it's all off the tongue.
Hey, that capitalism in them won't let him get his true feelings out.
Yeah, for real. He just want the money. He just want the money, man. He just want the money, Mike.
Yeah, he don't want to lose no money.
Nah, he just want the money. That's why y'all want to kissing white folks' ass, man. He kissing ass all day just to get the paper and shit on us. You want to shit on the Negroes.
I don't care who gives me the money.
Right.
You niggas is cheap though.
There you go. Who he said these niggas got to.
I don't even advertise out north now. Niggas don't want to pay no money.
I mean, you should. North Nashville, where you gonna get the paper?
Out north now. Niggas the landlords don't want to pay nothing out north now.
They sure don't, boy.
Look at DB Todd. It still look messed up over by the stuff.
Man, but we can't say that. I can say it still look bad at Fifth and the Jefferson Street Bridge. It still look bad over there. I rode over there yesterday. That shit still closed.
They rebuilding out there in Donaldson, Herman. I'm out there every other day.
Yeah, we're gonna see, man.
Facts.
All right, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Where's my shit at? Where my screen? We finna get into it, man. Get into this. I forgot about my segment. Who Tony done pissed off this week? Let me go. Let me share my screen. Let's go to the new segment. Let's just share my entire screen. All right, let's go. Where we at? All right, let's see what Tony done said here. What is it? 17 hours ago, my brother Tony, man. Y'all go show my brother Tony some love, man. Great follow on Facebook, man. Make sure y'all show him some love on Facebook. But 17 hours ago, Tony said, all I see is these finna, about to, begging, support me Negro groups. Self-efficiency is gone. What do you mean, bro? What provoked you to make that as your post, Tony?
I don't see no Negro group raising their own capital, selling their own products, being self-sufficient. It's mostly they just begging, GoFundMe, asking for donations.
You could keep saying that. You can keep saying GoFundMe, asking for donations. Well, all right. So, but do you see? All right. So my thing is now, do you see these Negro groups when they're out in the community, passing out foods, goods, flashlights, water, toilet paper, those type of things.
I can't help but to see it. I don't know how these niggas is doing all this work. They you know, they going live every 20, 30 minutes and flooding up my timeline. I can't even see what nobody else doing because these niggas is live every 15 minutes.
But they working. Are they working? Yes or no? Or they just live just to be live?
Oh, it's cool. It's cool. You know, it's some brothers out there that's doing some good work. That's cool. But goddamn, what happened there? You just got your stimulus check. I don't see y'all niggas giving back to the community.
But we can't say all I see, right?
I ain't talking absolutes. I'm just talking with any. I don't see any Negro group right now. Now that the show is over with, now that the cameras are gone, out there doing anything for the community.
Well, that's because we on quarantine, brother.
Oh man, these niggas is essential. These niggas is essential businesses.
Nah, they gonna lock you down. If I call a 30-man meeting right now to go buy this property, police gonna shut us down because we're on quarantine. So you gotta come on, bro.
It don't take 30 people to buy a property, man.
All right, here we go, y'all. This is from my brother Tony. Support him on Facebook, Antonio Sales, my guy. This is my brother, man. 17 hours ago, he said, you Negroes in your 40s, no purpose, no investments, working these unskilled jobs, learn a trade. So, you said learn a trade. What type of trade should these brothers be trying to learn? And they're in their 40s.
I mean, any kind of trade. It don't matter what age you is. Any kind of trade.
What do you mean when you say trade?
I know how to do services. I don't know how to do technology. I don't know how to do computer stuff. So I speak on trade, services, electricians, carpenters, roofers, car haulers, any kind of trade. That's a necessity. They can't take that away from you. You don't need no degree. They don't care about your records.
Oh, okay. Here go one we can get into. I do it. See, you knew it. You knew it when you said this one. My brother Tony, aka Antonio Sales, 18 hours ago on Facebook. Hey, family, remember the name of this. The name of this segment is "Who Did Tony Piss Off This Week?" So 18 hours ago, he pissed off a lot of people. 18 hours ago, he said ovarian and breast cancer killing Black women every day. Exercise, eat healthy, and get out the house. 42 comments? 42 comments, Tony. What they talking about on these comments, brother?
Man, I lost about 800 pounds of Facebook friends with this post right here, man. These fat assholes are sitting in the house mad at me. Everywhere you go, you don't see nothing but these white women out here walking around. You might see a black hoe here once in a while with that fist, but other than that, these white women is out walking, exercising, jogging, even with their babies. You know what I'm saying? Our women need to get out there and exercise. You know, niggas too, but for the most part, you know, our black women, they got high rates of breast cancer, ovarian cancer. They don't eat right.
I know you ruffled some feathers with that.
I lost about 800 pounds of Facebook friends.
Let's get to some comments then, if you don't mind, my brother.
Yeah,
so you jumped straight off the bat and said these white women exercise, these white women outside exercising every day. And Jazz said, so are Black women. Then you said, I would like to know, well, I mostly see white women walking around. And then Jackie, she text she tagged Jazz and said, yes, lots of Black women in the gym. And this morning I went out for a walk, Black women walking in the park. Come on, Tony. Like Black, and this is another thing. You know that the Black women are gonna get mad. You said where this at? Please drop the location. And the location is, Tony, they in New York, Queens, Manhattan, these two areas.
It sound good, man. All the brothers on this panel could name 5 Black women that exercise every day. You know these Black women ain't out here exercising like that every day.
No, I could give you 5.
I would say what I would say is a
I can give
lot
you
of times too though, and they ain't making no excuses, but a lot of times white women you see jogging and shit every day, which I do see them, damn near everywhere you go. But you got to keep in mind, they husbands be in good positions, financial, economic positions. They probably ain't got to work. They fuck around and be stay at home mom. Or shit, they got part time gigs. They got work from home jobs.
But you can do 50,
take an hour to the house.
You can do 50 push-ups, man. You can do 50 push-ups. You ain't got to be rich to do no push-up. You ain't got to be rich to do no sit-up. You ain't got to be rich to park at the end of the parking lot when you walking into Walmart.
And that's what these women. That's what these brothers.
But if they do 50 push-ups or 100 sit-ups, you're not gonna see them though. So they could be doing that, but you're not gonna see that outside.
It showed. It showed on it. It would show. It would show.
So what are you trying to say, Tony? What exactly are you saying?
Man, y'all choose to do that.
White women are more attractive than our black queen?
I'm saying white women exercise more often than black women. I didn't say nothing about attractiveness. I don't like white women. I don't ever want to date white women. I like black women. I'm just saying our women don't exercise enough. That's why most of them get they got high rates of breast cancer and ovarian cancer. That's what the post was about.
Hey Tony, what do you say to the people that says, man, it's gonna be hard for you to comment on black women when you can't really just show us the poster child, right? You can't show us an example of this black woman that you speak of.
What you mean? Our culture is better. It's bigger is better.
But it show us though, Tony, right? Like you can't say these women ain't doing nothing, they not exercising and they ain't doing shit. And then when we say, all right, Tony, can you show me an example of that woman? And you say, well, nah.
Turn a rap video on. Go on YouTube.
Man, them ain't the ones though, Tony, because you got something to say about them.
Okay, go to the studies of cancer. Go to the studies of cancer that's related to unhealthy food.
But then somebody wants you to show us a woman that is healthy. It's the balance, my brother.
I mean, there's some healthy black women out there.
Well, show us some. Give me some. I can pull a picture up. I can show a picture to the people, man. We got a couple people watching with us live. Some from America, some from the UK. I don't want the UK family to think all our women are bums.
I don't talk in absolutes.
Well, can you give me an example of any? I know you've seen one in your life.
At track and field, you can go to NCAA track and field. Man, our black women lead track and field. They're some of the most competitive and most athletic built women in track and field. Just an example right there. Serena Williams.
Let me ask you this, Tony. You ain't got no woman right now that you just got your eye on and you like, yeah, I can see myself right there with her. You ain't got nothing right there.
Yeah, what I like and what I complain about are two totally different things.
Okay, but so do you have a woman? That's all I'm asking. Do you have a woman that's in the scopes? You scoping her right now?
Yeah.
Tell me, can you give me 2 good qualities about her? Why are you scoping her like that when you see hundreds of women? You see hundreds of women a day. Why are you scoping this one? Give me 2 good qualities.
Loyalty and personality.
There we go, brother. I just want to say something positive. Damn, Tony, you go so hard on the community. I just want you to say anything positive. Shit.
But she got to be in shape though, don't she, Tony?
But I want everybody. I want everybody to be in shape.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
But right now, the weak is dying. The old, the weak, the unhealthy, they dying. They dropping like flies right now.
I ain't mad at that. A quick question though about the philosophy, because I think, like you said, you're doing it as a trigger. But I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. When you say when you speak on the black women, they hold. But when you talk about the white females, they white women.
Hey, iron therapy. Hit the mute button, brother. Hit the mute button, brother. You got a little background. There we go. There you go. You good. You straight now, bro. You straight now. He walking around. He the walking corona. What you say?
Go ahead,
I
Tony.
got a question for Tony.
Yeah.
Tony. Now, you talk about people being fit and working out, right?
Yeah.
Every time I watch you on live, I see everybody else working.
Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit.
I just had to fuck with you about that one.
Oh shit.
Good answer. I like that.
So what you said, Tony? You the slave patrol or the what? You said you the what? I didn't hear you.
I'm the straw boss.
God damn it, man. That's all. That's all, man. What you doing? Who is that? My brother, Iron Therapy. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm good, man. Got you slaving at the job, man. At the plantation. I'm off now.
You off now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, brother. You still doing your fitness shit, ain't you?
Man, every day. I'm uploading something every day. Push-ups, sit-ups. I'm gonna motivate somebody. All the people coming in my inbox saying, man, you got me doing this, you got me doing that, send me workouts. I know I'm doing my job.
Black women?
You say what?
Ain't nothing black women?
There you go. There you go. Jump on him.
And that's how he's supposed to be doing it.
He the main one that don't want to work out. He need to be in the jail if I grab him.
Yeah, nah, get what? Get what, bro? You motivate me. Watch this. Here it is. Hey, bro, look. Hey, you hear me? You hear me? I mean, I'm not finna play out here, man. I'm not finna play with y'all niggas, man.
When you at, yo?
Ooh, he finna stop at 7. That hurt. That hurt right there. Yeah. That hurt. That hurt. 3, 4.
You gonna switch the numbers on me. But I'm not gonna play with y'all, man.
He does some. He does some. That's all that matters.
Come on, man. Y'all not, I'm not gonna play with y'all, man. My brother, man. Salute to my brother Iron Therapy, man. The fitness guru, man. Somebody else talk, I'm out of breath. Nah, man. Look, man, we ain't finna play, man. Yeah, bro. So, come on, man. You know we gotta do the fitness thing, man. What can a person do? They've been doing they 5 to 7 push-ups a day. Now they at week 2, still quarantine. What should they be doing week 2? Is it time to turn it up a notch or double up on what we've been doing?
Yeah, I most definitely add on to it. Whatever you've been doing, man, whatever you've been doing, if you starting out your first week, I add on to it. And if you like somebody that walk more and just, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, like when I work out, for me personally, it's more like it's therapy, it's mind cleansing for me, you know, and it helps me think, it helps me plan stuff out and everything like that. It's for me, so I use it for like therapy for real.
What is the importance of jogging? I heard jogging is therapeutic, man. What are some of the benefits of jogging?
Yeah, jogging, it's good because it's supposed to help you out with your lungs as well. Yeah, I mean, what some people say, but you know, everybody do their own different research and everybody find different things. But if it help you out as far as cardiac arrest and stuff like that, good with this stuff. But shit, I mean, me personally though, I think if you smoke, I don't think it really matters if you work out or not, as far as trying to worry about your lungs, because shit, that smoke gonna destroy your lungs anyway. So.
Yeah, I'm finna mute you, bro. Let me mute him. I don't know what the fuck is he talking about. Nah, for real, man. Stop smoking. If you're smoking, stop smoking. You feel me?
I say shit. If you gonna do it the other way.
Yeah, work out instead of smoking. Damn. Yeah, buddy.
Or eat some edibles.
Yeah, it might be time for me to lock off because I don't know why he's talking like that. That man went hard on smoking real quick. I done had one of my brothers tell me one of my brothers said, "Don't beg for money on all on the internet dancing." What the fuck? I don't know what's going on with this panel today. All right, man. Let me know I ain't living right. Now I appreciate that though, brother. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, man. I know you work hard, man, to keep yourself in shape, man. Keep them babies in shape. You know what I'm saying? And you coaching you coach youth football, right?
Yeah, I was coaching football and baseball, but we relocated to Memphis, so I got to find my way around Memphis to see what is what when everything opened back up.
Okay. So we're in the M town.
Yeah,
You're in the M town, man. That's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful, man. I mean, salute to you in the M town, man. That's what a lot of the brothers are talking about. Making business moves in the M town.
Yeah,
they're saying it's wide open. They're saying it's wide open, man. So
it is, man. I plan on doing the same thing.
Man, that's a beautiful thing, brother. That's a so in this quarantine, my brother, what you doing? You working? You laid off right now or what?
I'm working, man. I'm down here at the AutoZone corporate office, working down
here. Yeah. This quarantine got everybody fucked up, man.
Yeah, I just ended up getting lucky.
Everybody fucked up.
They talking about opening everything back up though. So
I think they said this May 1st, man. What you think about that? You think it's ready?
Me personally, I'll bring if I don't know, man, because honestly, I don't think it's like no major disease. I think it's like a cover up. They just using people's natural deaths and saying it's something to throw us out. But I'm gonna definitely bring the jobs back though. I mean, the revenue got to keep going, man. Forget all that partying and all that going out of town. Forget all that. Because we don't know what's going on. But the revenue got to keep flowing.
I hear that. Hey, let me ask anybody on the panel. Does anybody on the panel think that we should not open up May 1st?
They're gonna open everything up, man. It's gonna be in phases, man.
I mean, do you think that's the right move, or should Tennessee be more cautious?
Shit, man.
Talk to me. What y'all think? Talk to me.
When they open up the golf courses and the country clubs.
You said that's when that should be the first ones they open up, ain't it, Eugene?
If I'm gonna go outside, not the barber shops and salons and nail spots. No, I want to see when you open up your own shit.
I'm gonna tell you the dangerous thing about that, Eugene. They'll open them motherfuckers up and send them private emails saying, "Hey, we still closed."
Well, they've been out there already.
They out there.
They've been catching people on camera in the suburb, in the far suburb, doing what the hell they want to do. They haven't been closed.
Hey, Black Peace. Let me tell you this, Black Peace. I work in the suburbs, bro. I work in the suburbs, in the suburbs, bro. They parks was open longer than ours. They fucking golf courses still doing a little something. It done slowed down, but it's still doing a little something. I remember this, bro. I remember like 2.5, 3 weeks into the fucking quarantine. I rolled past a tennis court, man, in Franklin, and it was 15 people at that tennis court, bro. I think they closed it now, though. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta admit that they closed it now. But man, with 15 people out, man. When black people was going crazy, it was 15 white people out at that damn tennis court, man. They out. They still out at the parks and shit, but they done shut down the playgrounds and they took the whole basketball rims off the basketball goals. it ain't no rims on the goals, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we been seeing it. I mean,
That shit crazy, man.
As far as the so-called opening shit back up, people been out. I ain't just really seen no thing where people wasn't out. If you go to Walmart, you can just catch a little bit of anybody up in there, man. You can just pull up at a local Walmart. It's gonna be done because there ain't no other place to go. So it ain't really a thing where people don't want to come back outside as it is. I mean, motherfuckers ain't staying in now. Niggas get on Facebook and pretend, oh man, stay home and be safe. Niggas be out all
you
day.
ain't staying home. Niggas ain't staying
I be
home, man.
I be saying motherfuckers out all day. You can go to Kroger, Walmart, the dollar store. Motherfuckers in the dollar store don't even know what they want. They go there and pick up some goddamn Scotch tape. They done been in that motherfucker 3 hours. They just out walking around.
And other people trying to go underground with it, bro.
Yeah, cause motherfuckers ain't.
It's birthday parties and anything going on, y'all.
Man, I know. Hey, trust me, I know.
Yeah. So. You ain't gonna play with me. I'm gonna be 100. I wouldn't let nobody play with me if my daughter was turning 2 this April. I'm having my daughter a birthday party for her turning 2. You got me fucked up. We're gonna have some cake. We're gonna have 6, 7 little badass kids over here. Then we just shut the door.
Hey, you see, Fred the Godson passed away today.
Yeah, man, I saw that. What about him, man? I ain't know too much about him.
Supposed to been from the coronavirus too. He had shit like a few weeks ago when he first went in. His wife left a little message, you know, on the social media platforms saying prayers for him and all of that. Yeah. He was doing better or showing progress, and then they sent the word out today that he passed from it. And he nice. I was, the musical, but he nice with it. But
what music he got, man? I ain't never heard of him.
Yeah, man, I haven't either.
He like a
was he a battle rapper?
Nah, he ain't no battle rapper. He just do a lot of like he was on the he first hit the scene. He was on the freshman cover of XXL with Kendrick. With they talked about it, a few more people, but I know him from it's a few new cats from Buffalo called Griselda.
Griselda, yeah.
He been fucking with them a lot lately too, so you'll find some shit that he done with them. But he like the New York scene, like that real New York, authentic hip hop shit type, that type of lane right there. But he nasty, man. Like when it come to if you check out one of his he got one of the best Funk Flex freestyles too. Man. He nasty. So he ain't got no major records on the radio or nothing like that, but freestyles and hopping on somebody else's beats. Yeah, he nasty.
Hey man, that's another thing about the coronavirus too, though. Like they even came out and said that they gonna put everybody, pretty much whoever's there, named coronavirus. Like that's why they died. Like
yeah, know that, man. You know that's what they doing. Yeah, salute to you, brother Tony. Yeah, if your phone went dead, man, salute. I appreciate the discourse that we had, my brother. Shit, same thing next week. You know where we at.
But bruh had pre-existing conditions too, though. Okay. He was he kind of heavy set. I think he had heart issues before, diabetes and shit like that too.
Mm-hmm. So now you can put it on the corona. No matter what he died from, just say it was the corona.
Yeah, that's what they doing.
Oh, let's hear him, man. We're finna get up out of here, though, family, in a minute.
Hey, I know.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm about to say, I know if you get the corona in there, but don't go to Skyline, nigga. You're gonna die for sure.
I said that the other day, too.
Don't go that motherfucker, man.
Hey, I said that the other day, man. But you know what's funny, though, bro, Jarvis? Every city got their hospital. I was telling my homeboy that, man. That's funny you said that, brother Jarvis, because I was just on somebody's panel saying that shit the other day, man.
For real, man.
I said, man, they talking about these numbers of people dying from. I'm like, man, listen, man, these numbers been getting inflated since forever. Every city got that hospital that when your people go in there, they don't make it out of there.
Yeah, you go to Skyline, nigga.
The Skyline is a fact. That's a fact, bro.
You go that motherfucker with
the Skyline now, y'all.
Nigga going to Skyline with a cut on your leg, nigga. Your ass a die.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. I took my daughter to Skyline before, man, and not even.
You must been low on gas.
Nah, I'm gonna be 100. It was closer to my house, so I took her there. I didn't know no better, bro. I took my daughter there. Man, my baby mama's auntie called me. And she said, you know, baby, I don't never call your phone, but I'm going to tell you this. Don't ever take that little girl to Skyline again. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, if she ever gets sick, take her to Vanderbilt or Baptist if Vanderbilt is too full. And I was like, damn, I never had nobody tell me that, bro. That shit stuck with me into now, bro. I was like fucking 22. You know what I'm saying? When she told me that.
Centennial like that, you know, my sponsor.
Nah, Centennial cool. Centennial cool. I had my son. Yeah, nah, and I had my son.
They just got some Skyline. It's the same people, right? TriStar, but Centennial is different. It's like they got different atmosphere up there. Like Skyline is like, nigga, we don't give a fuck, nigga. It's like, nigga, hey, you said what? You don't feel well. Well, we just all right, man. You know,
you right.
Ibuprofen. We gonna send you home. They don't really give a fuck.
Centennial doctors and nurses, they through another company. They not through. They with them, but they not through them. They hire out through another company. That's why they a little different from the other one.
Yeah, you can show tell because they over there Skyline.
Fucked up. One more time, bro.
What you say, bro?
I ain't hear you say what you say.
Nah, I said Centennial hire.
Centennial's fine. What you say, bro?
They hire out their doctors and nurse practitioners through a private company. That's why they are a little different from Skyline and the other TriStar places.
Yeah, cause
Centennial was. I mean, it was cool. My man was born there, and then my pops. That was my pops' hospital. But y'all know what's funny about Skyline is my brother. He didn't go to Skyline until the end, but guess what? He never came up out of there. And my mama, she went to Skyline at the end because we called the ambulance. Well, I wasn't there. My sister called the ambulance and they took her to Skyline. And my mama never came out of Skyline, bro. Real talk.
Skyline, motherfuckers. I mean, you can just when you get up, if you to go in there, you gonna feel it. That's just you gonna feel it when you go in there. Do not give a fuck feeling. That's the feeling you gonna get. You gonna know to go. You gonna know to get the hell out of there. If you go, I wouldn't recommend you go. I don't give a fuck how bad you bleed.
Don't go,
tell me go to Vanderbilt, man.
I ain't gonna lie, Jarvis. I'd never go, bro. It's like I said, man. When my baby mama auntie called me, I said, "Oh, this serious." That was a gym. I looked at that like a gym. Like, damn, she just called and gave me a gym I'm gonna use for the rest of my life. She took the time out of her night to call me and say, hey, don't ever. In so many words, she was pretty much saying, don't ever take my family members to that hospital.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
You feel me, bro? Yeah, that's how I took it when she called me like, damn, this lady I don't even know how this lady got my number. But she said, hey, don't ever take them to that hospital. I said, damn,
for sure.
That's real, man.
I heard a lot of bad things about Summit too.
Same TriStar.
Yeah, that's Hermitage. But I know some people who came up out of there though. My sister had to go there, and I had an aunt that went there, and she came out.
Yeah, I ain't never been to none of them motherfuckers. I've been to Vanderbilt and St. Thomas. That's it.
You must go to Southern
Hills.
Say what?
I said you must fuck with Southern Hills or something.
Yeah, nah, I don't go to that shit either. Yeah, I don't. You go either St. Thomas or Vanderbilt. See, when I got shot, I went to Vanderbilt. See, so
Nobody got Matthew Walker.
I was born in Matthew Walker, brother Eugene. Why y'all laughing? My mama went to nursing school there. My mama went to nursing school there.
That explains a lot.
Nah, my mama went to nursing school there, but I ain't gonna lie though, y'all. My mama was old enough to be a lot of y'all's grandmama. My mama had me at 40. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. My mama was 40 when I was born, bro. So my mama, I noticed that when I was growing up. I had a brother. My brother was 21 when I was born. My sister was 17. So, like,
she waited a whole lot of time.
Sure did. But my mama was like growing up. My mom was like my grandmother. Well, she was old enough to be. It was my mama, but she was old enough to be my grandmama. So. Well, yeah, but I was born in Meharry, man. My mama went to she graduated from nursing school there, so my mama wasn't gonna let me be born nowhere else.
Yeah, I know a few people born over there. I don't got no problem with Meharry though.
Meharry cool, ain't it?
Yeah, I ain't got no problem. Not overall, I don't.
You don't hear shit about Meharry. People don't go there. Black people.
A lot of people. You know, depending on who you talk to. I done heard some shit. I don't know. I ain't gonna say I ain't never validated or nothing, but I done heard some shit like, man, you know. I done heard black so-called middle class black people be like, that's the nigga hospital.
Yeah, of course. That's what people gonna say. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Shit like that. You know, oh well, I wouldn't go over there, man. You gonna they look at, they just classify as the county hospital. That's how they look at it. They view it as that, and it's more than that. If you look at the history of it, it's way more than that. But that's
there you go. There you go, Black Peace. Talk that shit, because the more I do this documentary, bro, and the more I do the research on this shit, man, like Meharry was the all black hospital. And soon as they start putting railroad tracks and shit on the streets where black people could commute out and leave Meharry, they start leaving. When they start putting little railroads and little trolley carts and shit in the city to where black people could go to Vanderbilt, the black people start making sure they went to Vanderbilt, and that's how Meharry got fucking, like, it went down. It got downgraded.
Yeah, they strangled it. They strangled that mother economic.
It had the dentist department. It had the medical department. Like, that shit was big, man. That shit was big, bro. What happened? Hold on, family. What the fuck? Yo. Hold on. Hold on. What the fuck? What happened?
Come on in.
All right, what we doing? We back? What happened?
It just shows the clowns we got that they looking like they are leaders. These niggas ain't nothing but some fucking clowns.
Hell yeah, they is, man. Who told them they was in front? That's what I want to know. Oh, I know who. Same motherfucker who paying.
Yeah, they ain't nothing but some puppets. See? Puppets.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah. We don't need you, really.
I know. What the fuck just happened, man? It just happened and kicked me out. All right, cool. Cool. All right, we back. My bad, fellas. Y'all can talk about whatever y'all talking about. I got kicked out for a minute though. That was crazy. Yo, why y'all so quiet? What happened?
What you talking about? What happened?
What was y'all talking about?
Look, like Mike said, man, we know that they some suckers. These so-called leaders in the community, they ain't for the community. Like my brother Jarvis always say, no man or woman is bigger than the program. That's the mentality. Niggas got that, you know, I'm above the program type of shit like that. All right.
Nah, that's it.
You said what were we talking about? We was talking about when your favorite mayor tried to defund Mahara, man. You talking about her, man?
Who is that, Megan?
Yeah. You already know who she was. Don't you act like you don't know.
You better quit playing with me.
Your favorite mayor, man.
You better quit playing with me, Jarvis. You know I went hard on Megan. You know them was some of my classic shows.
On the real though, I'm gonna tell you, man, you ain't gonna like what I'm finna say.
Go ahead, bro.
It's a politician we need to sit down, man. We gotta holler at him.
Who?
Real.
He not coming to the table.
Mr. Matthews, man. Mr. Matthews, man.
Lionel.
Yeah, we got to get him to that table.
Lionel will talk, bro.
That nigga right there.
I can say something. He'll talk.
He the juvenile court clerk, ain't he?
Yeah.
He'll talk. Man.
He'll talk.
Hold up now.
He'll sit down with me. Now I ain't gonna lie, y'all. He'll sit down with me. I don't know if he'll listen, but I can get him to the table.
Oh, you get him to the table, we can get on his ass.
I can get him to the table.
We had him live in person, and he was trying to convince us to be a part of Barry campaign.
Exactly. But I can get him. That's my brother. I can get him to the table.
When that nigga came around us, he walked through the projects with us.
Yep, he did.
But he already knew when it came to that right there, because that already let him know what it was at 92Q one time. So he knew not to come to me that name Barry shit, man, or any other motherfucker he was signing up to be a part with. So, but when we seen him, he just doing his typical shit. What he gonna do? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come back. We're gonna get this here. We're gonna do that. We ain't seen the nigga since.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, brother Jarvis. I think I interviewed him when everybody was talking that lesser of two evil shit. And I asked him, I said, why the fuck should we vote? And he was one of them niggas that was telling me, man, just go out and vote. You ain't gotta vote for Hillary or Donald. He told me you can go vote for fucking Daffy Duck. Just go vote. And I'm like, no, bro, we should not be voting. If we don't have a real decision, a real person that we really want to vote for, we shouldn't vote. But he's on that. Nah, just go vote. I don't give a fuck who you vote for. Just vote. And that's what me and him was bumping heads. But yeah, I can get Lionel though. I got. Yeah.
I know. I'm over that. Yeah, him talking about that. Yeah, that's the typical MO, man. That fear trick motherfuckers into fear voting and all that shit, and the typical shit, man. These niggas don't always. Every time you see them, you can tell how you know a Democratic type nigga. One of them Democrat type niggas. All they talk about is you need to get out and vote. That's how you know who they belong to. When you keep hearing that shit every time you see them, and all that old weird ass slogans, all voters matter type bull, all that little weird shit. You start hearing stupid little shit like that, you know who they working with.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want you to choose for yourself. They want you to choose who they want you to choose because they want you to choose. That's what they doing. That's what all them little voter group things is, man.
It's emotional. Shit, and it's emotional, bro. So when they candidate don't win, they blame it on you for not voting. Well, they blame it on a person like me. See, the reason Hillary lost is because people like you didn't vote. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of my face, man. I'm not going to vote for the lesser of two evils just because, man, don't hit me with the ancestor shit. I don't do that. I don't.
I always tell them to name me something that we gonna get from this devil that we can't get from this devil. That's all I'm saying.
You just picking.
I just want to know. Because if that's been the case, it shouldn't matter then. It shouldn't matter if we like people who say, well, you need to vote because such and such is gonna stand up. Like they act like it's a difference. It ain't no difference gonna be made. I mean, because if that was the case, it would have been made. It just ain't. Yes. I don't understand where they coming from when they get so deep down in it, and it's all that they working for that particular party, and they lie. They say they are nonpartisan. They lying. They partisan as hell. They come to you on the behalf of Democrats to a damn third party and give you these little fake ass guys and pretend like they trying to educate you, and they really ain't got a goddamn bit of information on there about these politicians. All they need you to know is that we need to get Donald Trump out or whoever they don't like at the time.
That's it.
See what I'm saying?
That's
they don't be educated.
So now you're voting. No, you're voting on defense.
Yeah.
Now you're doing a defensive vote just because they can't tell you their agenda or none of that. They just tell you vote to get him out of there. You don't want Trump no more, do you? So just vote. And I'm like,
but look what they come to look what his side present to his constituency, right? Donald Trump. Look what he offered them. What outside the people who black people vote for, Democrats, what do they offer? They talk about getting motherfuckers a free tampon in the bathroom, dude. That's what they talking about. That's one of their most pressing issues. That's what they've been saying. Like, what? How the fuck is that one of the most important topics when we got, according to y'all, we got disproportionately killing black people. Y'all talking about aid for the Chinese people and how we need to get a bill so they won't get discriminated against and run out of business, and talk about feminine hygiene. What the fuck is they talking about?
Nothing. Like, they don't even have the candidate, bro. Think about it, right?
They got
the election.
Joe, man.
The election is coming up in 2020, and all of the black candidates they down by the wayside. So what's that? Kamala didn't stand a chance. Corey didn't stand a chance. Wayne didn't stand a chance. Man, and then they got the savior, Bernie, got him out of here. And now we beg for the lesser of two evils. God damn, Jarvis.
You got Trump and Jim Crow Joe, man.
Now we back at the same spot that we was at 4 years ago, and people say, yeah, this shit is for us. This shit ain't for us. You
got niggas making phone calls and sending email. I done got an email already from a motherfucker talking about Jim Crow Joe, and nigga, it's the same nigga who said he was pissed off when integration happened because
man, let me tell you this, man.
To go to school with him.
Man, let me tell you this, man. 100 years or so ago, when they was having these presidential elections, you was 3/5 of a human being. And you really think this system is built for you? You think this system is built for you when you didn't even get to participate? And then the ancestors fought for us to participate, but you still only got the choice to participate. Shit, they can still wipe your vote out, man, and your shit'll never count.
They do it all the time.
They can say all the votes in 37208, throw them away. And Jarvis ain't gonna know. I ain't gonna know. Eugene, Mike D, ain't none of us. We're not gonna know what happened to those votes. They threw them away. You're the poorest fucking zip code in the in the nation. We don't give a fuck about your vote. We threw all of them away. Man, come on, man. I don't trust none of that shit, man. I don't.
Hey, then they gonna throw Puff Daddy, JT.
That's a fact. Your heroes, black leaders. Hey, Mike, them your black leaders, Mike. This is what America calls them, your black leaders. Go ask a
black leaders.
Go ask a 17-year-old Chinese kid who's America's black leaders and watch what he tell you. Puff Daddy, Jay-Z, our black leaders. And we think, and them the same people. Them the same people that
get rich or die trying.
Yeah, take that. Man,
I mean, somebody else might say that, but they ain't no motherfucking black guys. Come on,
man. But I ain't gonna lie, Jarvis. We say that, bro. But what these 16, 17, 18-year-old black kids saying? They think them the black leaders, bro.
I don't know, because I ain't met too many young cats that's, in that they ain't that down brainwashed like that. They might not know who is, but they know them motherfuckers ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like they know Puff Daddy and them ain't, but they don't know who is though. They kind of they're in the middle. But it's a couple of I don't know. It just depends on who you talking to.
I just think Puff Daddy and Jay-Z get the biggest push. Like that's who you want to aspire to be.
I don't know. Depending on which age group you talking about.
I don't know. I think a lot of them, y'all. Maybe I'm
gonna
tripping.
say, they in the,
or they got another celebrity. I'm not even gonna just leave it on Jay-Z them. If it's not Jay-Z them, then it's the next celebrity for the next generation. What I'm saying is we're not holding to it. We're not putting our scientists up on a pedestal or the revolutionaries anymore. You got to think, man, in 80, 90 years, man, they may not even teach them kids about Malcolm X no more.
Yeah, well, you got to do that yourself anyway.
Or Malcolm X might be nonviolent. You look up 80 years from now, Malcolm X might be nonviolent. I mean, I ain't gonna say no, he was always nonviolent, but he might not even been a Muslim. They might make him a Christian in 80 years.
Well, yeah, they already doing shit like that.
Yeah. They already said he was gay. Well,
everything gonna be by then everything gonna be some 50-something genders that they came out with.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what everything gonna be talking about. Watch how
yeah, oh, good shot, Jarvis.
Probably about the next 3-4 more years. Yeah. It ain't gonna, cause they already letting motherfucking drag queen read books to kids.
Fluid. That's what they say. He gender fluid.
Yeah,
they might say Malcolm X was gender fluid.
Yeah, they doing that shit. You heard about it? See Cookville, motherfucking drag queen read a book to a kid.
That sound like a drink, don't it?
Gender fluid. That's what they said, bro. They covered out.
I know they out here adopting these little black kids too, man.
Yeah, they is off top. They killing them too. In a lot of cases. Remember them two lesbians running the little black kid and the rest of the siblings off the cliff in California. I can't think of her name.
They had like 8, 9 black kids, Jarvis. I listened to a whole podcast, like a 10-episode podcast on my cell phone about that shit, bro. That shit was crazy, man. Yeah, one of them was like a video game, dyke, and then the other one was like a fucking. She loved Facebook. She was an attention seeker. She used to always put the black kids all on there, and the other one was just like a video game dyke. She worked. One of them didn't work. The one who was always on Facebook, man, bro. I heard. I'm gonna send you that, John.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you that, bro. If you fuck with podcasts, it's on the same. It's on Apple. It's on Apple Podcasts, like yours on.
Send me that shit, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you that, bro. That shit dope. If you like podcasts like that shit dope, bro.
Yeah, I listen to podcasts all day. Yeah,
that shit dope.
But yeah. You gotta, you most definitely gotta send me that. But that was interesting. He right. They just getting them on.
And then they, they are. Bro.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta get more. We gotta get more black people. Into that. And a lot of black people ain't even into that.
Yeah, but you are though, ain't you, brother?
Yeah.
Man, speak on that just a little bit, man, for the people. It ain't no, we ain't got what we do. We got 9 people watching us right now, man. Tell the people a little bit about that.
I mean, really, to me, this is how I view what I'm doing with this situation. I just view it as helping another sister or another brother who might have failed, right? Her might have failed short. This ain't to take them or none of that. Like some of them we can probably,
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick, bro, and I'm gonna let you get back to it. So now,
what's up?
So when you are you like legally adopting these kids, or is it just like a?
Yeah, it's a we're doing legal process.
Okay. So the legal process, and you're going through the legal process to really adopt these kids.
Yeah. So it takes it's like a series of shit they got to go on before a final choice can be made whether kids go back to the situation or they gotta permanently be away from the situation. So they gotta look. It's a whole lot like They're like a year or so time got to go past. So just a lot of checks and seeing if this person is doing what they for. You know what I'm saying? Just
so right now they foster kids.
Yeah, right now that's what they doing.
Yeah.
So we just hold on and just to see what's gonna happen on the other end, and that's where the move gonna be made at.
So well, hold on. What you mean when you seeing? So what you mean? Are you getting these kids and then waiting to see what the other move gonna be, or you waiting to see if you're going to get these kids?
See, yeah, that's what they mean. That's the same. It's like it's gonna happen at the same time. Like if they can't go back to that situation where they was,
yeah,
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go and get them permanent. I'm not gonna send them nowhere else.
So you saying they come? No. What I'm saying is, so you saying they come stay with you for a year or so.
Yeah,
and then if they're not ready to go back, then they continue to stay with you.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
And then the one of them final choices can be made based off of what they record when they go check on that situation. Let's say they pop up and motherfucker is a crack house or something. Well, that when they write that down, nigga, that ain't gonna be in that person's favor. And then they gonna recommend that the kid don't go back to that type of situation. And can you would you be willing? You know what I'm saying? They gonna ask you all them,
would you be willing to keep?
Yeah, stuff like that. And that's when that choice come in. Well, we just gotta get a few more people, especially a few more black people more into that right there. A lot of black people, they ain't into it, man. I done talked and asked in private. A lot of people like, no, man, I ain't got time for that shit, man. Whatever. I feel I ain't tripping. But I just be asking just to see what people say.
That's fucking dope that you do that though, man.
Yeah, it's a hell of a learning experience. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's some right there, man.
No, that's all you can say, anybody.
Yeah, mama she do it with her great grandkids, but I know the process and everything gets paid for them people to go through this shit, man.
That shit.
The parents be fucked up, and the state don't want to take it.
Hell yeah, man. I grew up next door. My next door neighbor, my childhood next door neighbor, that lady did that. So it was always new kids in her house, man. And I hate to say it, a lot of them kids was bad as a motherfucker, man.
Yeah. You got some people that you got some people. I got some cousins. They do this. They older, but they just do it for money though. So you got two different type of people that do this shit.
Yeah.
People who, you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out for that because you got some people that's just trying to use kids. Like I ain't into that.
I got a cousin that do that too. I've been doing it like since before I was born, like as a career.
Yeah, people do that.
Well, I don't even that. My cousin don't even work. Like that's all that they do.
Hell nah, that government money good, man.
Yeah, but it's crazy. I mean, the ones they ended up with us, and shit, we've been giving them a family structure because we know that's what they were lacking. We didn't have to talk to them to know that either. We just watched their behavior for about 2 weeks, and I just just watched them for a little minute. I said, oh, okay. And they I could just tell what they were missing. So I just started filling in the pieces, piece by piece, slowly. As they get to know you, I don't say all of the shit in one day. Here they are. To the point now, I can talk to them anytime. They can talk to me. They know that. So we all, we on the respect. We got respect. I respect them. They respect me. They know what it is.
Nah, I love that, brother. I love
it. But it's a hell of a task, though. I ain't gonna tell you that.
I know it is, bro. No, I know it is, bro. It's another body in your house, another personality, another attitude. You know what I'm saying? More habits. You got to learn their habits, and then you got your own kids and family. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. My family was all boys. He was 2 girls. So this was all brand new for me. I ain't never had no little girls. I got all boys. I got 4 boys.
I had a girl that went through the same situation, man. She had 2 kids. She had the little boy. She had him since he was a baby. So she got to keep him. But the little girl, she was a little older, and the mama felt like that she wanted the little girl back. you know, after she was living with this girl for 2 years, they end up giving the little girl back to the mom. I'm talking about, man, she cried like a baby in that courtroom, bro. Yeah. I'm talking about everybody in her family was so upset that the little girl went back to her mama. And as you know, the little girl, her life didn't turn out right. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot on people, man. It's like you could be in the house and you get a phone call 2 o'clock in the morning from a kid that you had that don't know nobody else to call. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of pressure. That shit's a lot of bad, man.
It's crazy, man. Hey, shit crazy out here, man. You right, bro. This world is crazy, man.
Yeah, I would just say if anybody get into it, man, make sure you got a whole lot of patience. That's all you're gonna need that. I'm talking about you're gonna need that right away. Right away. This is something you're gonna have to have, man.
Yeah, man, I know Mike might know about this, man. But when your kids start getting 15, 16, 17, boy, patience. I'm telling you, Brother Jarvis, patience.
Yeah, I know.
I'm learning that the hard way. Like, yo, patience.
Patience is a key ingredient for everything.
It is, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That in a firm hand.
Yeah.
That's what you need. You need both of them. Patience and a firm hand. They know what time it is. Especially if they come from that right there. Yeah, they gonna do some weirdo shit. You know, they do that shit now. But they gonna know what time it is. They gonna think. You got it. You straight. You ain't gonna have to do too much to them. Buzz his head a couple times. He'll be all right.
Yeah, just get their head plus JP.
Yeah. Motherfucker walk up. Yeah, right. I tell my nephew that all the time. Nigga, you a little tall now, man. I do you in, man. You know, let them know. You gotta do them niggas like that, man. Get your ass up. Man, this dog's a hoe. You gonna see them deer over there and didn't bark or nothing, man. Dog right here, this dog ain't worth shit.
But yeah, man, I was thinking about, you know what I mean, doing that, man. Trying to find a little girl that's probably maybe like a year younger than my youngest little girl, because she has somebody to play with and shit.
You doing, Cal? Well, yeah.
Cooking and shit. I'm still cooking. I've been cooking. That's why I hate these fucking shows, man.
No, it's a good idea. Yeah, what you said though, yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, what's that? What's that, brother?
Now he said he was thinking about doing that with a little girl. That's what he was saying.
You know what I mean?
Catch
her when she maybe like 3 or 4 years old, where she could be molded. You know what I'm saying?
Try to raise her. Yeah.
Yeah, I know they.
Have one, man. Just have one with your wife, Mike.
Nah, man, I'm done with all
man,
that.
You ain't done, man. Get out of there, man. Fuck the family up, man. I just told you my mama had me at 40. Fucked everybody up.
My kid gonna be saying, well, my daddy, he like my granddad.
Yeah, so.
Cam, how many more you got then coming?
I think I got one more in the chamber, man. I hate to say it. I ain't gonna lie. I know everybody think I'm crazy when I say that, bro. I got like 3 or 4 more years, man, to go in. I got one more in the chamber. I slick want another son, but it'd be my luck. I have another daughter, but fuck it.
Yeah, man.
Just you know what I'm saying? Just a life, fo.
Yeah,
get me 4 and get me out of here, man.
Hey, man, 4 ain't life, bro. I got 4. That ain't life.
Man, get me 4 and get me out of here, man. Iron therapy. I hear you over there. What'd you say?
I'm going for 10. I'm telling you.
See, that's what I love, man. Bro, we nation building. Come on, Mike. How we gonna have this black nation? And we ain't got nothing but 1 and 2 kids apiece, man. I got to have we building it. We nation building, Mike.
I got my fault. I'm good.
Doing my job over here.
Yeah, I know you his job. I ain't got to ask.
We deep over here, nigga. We can't go nowhere without 2 cars. Like an entourage.
Get my folk, man. Hey, I'm telling you, man. I'm trying to get my folk in there, man. Give me 4, and I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out the way.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
gonna give me one more.
Hey, the more the merrier. That's how I look at it.
I'm thinking about getting one. I'm pro-black, but I might get a white baby mama. Okay,
you ain't gonna have this show no more.
All right.
By yourself, man.
All right, I was just trying to see what the brothers thought about that.
You gonna be on here by yourself, nigga. Every time you come on here, you do that. Get what I'm asking.
You hard up.
I'm gonna say you still eating that mayonnaise, real, man.
He said I'm hard on you every time. Every time. As soon as I say, hey, thank y'all for tuning in to the Mr. McGee. Hey, man, hey, you still eating that mayonnaise? Yeah. That's funny, man. He said he shut that shit down.
We got to, man. We can't let you go out like that, man.
What about a nice little Latino?
Nah, don't be that same thing.
Hey, brother John is hard over it, man.
That same thing, right? Latino, whatever you want to call them. Hispanic, they white.
They hard on it. They hard on it, man. Yeah, that's cool. I think my next lady, you know, God willing. Well, let me say that, Ra willing. She's gonna be probably a Ghanaian or a Nigerian.
Yeah, you're gonna find a Nigerian
in Nigeria.
Mail order, Brian.
You said what?
Want a mail order, Brian?
We go. She better be good. You flying all the way over there to get her.
Nah, I'm looking at singlenigeria.com. They all
so you want blackpeoplemeet.com.
Yeah, they all on there. Y'all silly, man. Y'all silly, man. Yeah, but I'm no bullshit. I'm gonna have one more child, then I'm done, man. That's an even 4. Fuck it. Once you have 4, I'm gonna get on out of there. That's it. That's a nice way around it. Probably have my 4th one at 40. Have me one more at 40 and go out with a bang.
Hell no, not no 40.
I don't know, man. My mama did it, and she threw it all off. She threw the family off. I just kind of want to throw the family off one time, y'all. For real. Like, my first cousins are, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. My first cousins are old enough to be my uncles. You feel me? It's for real.
Yeah, my uncle ain't even that older than me.
Exactly. My uncle was, shit, just think if my mama was 40, my uncle was fucking 50 something years older than me.
Golly, man.
So yeah, it was weird, man. I think I'm gonna do that though. Do the same thing to my family. Because I had a young boy, I had my son young. So just think my son will be like 25, 26 when I have my last child. What do you think about that, Brother Jarvis?
Man, it's gonna look weird as hell. Your son might be having a son.
I know, exactly. That's what happened with me. That's why my nephews, that's why my nephews ain't nothing but a year. I got a nephew that's a year younger than me, 2 years younger than me, and then I got one that's 4 years younger than me.
Man, that shit always been weird to me. I know so many people who got that situation like that. That shit weird as hell, but whatever.
He said whatever. I just think black people do that though. We just have babies, man. Fuck it. That's why I want Mike to go and have one more.
Good, bro.
Mike have one more, man. We just coach baseball. We get Brother Iron Therapy back down here. Iron Therapy have one more son. Mike have a son. Matter of fact, if everybody on the panel have a son, nigga, we'll have an all-star team.
I got 4 of them.
He got 4.
I do. I got 4 of them.
You sure do. You know what I'm saying? We all have a son real quick, man, and then we just do it, bro. You know what I mean? We have an all-star team, Mike.
Man, I'm trying to move on to the next chapter of my life, man.
What does that look like, Mike?
Man, I'm done helping out and mentoring the youth. Now it's time to move on to phase 2, the people.
What does that look like, Mike? Talk to me. What's the people?
Basically,
when
man,
you say the people, what that
the
mean?
first phase in that is information, knowledge yourself, knowledge of the society that we live in. Actually know what a capitalist is. Actually know what a Republican and Democrat is and what they stand for. That's the first phase. And you got to put that through the penitentiary.
Okay, man. All right, man, turn that off. God damn. Shut up, man. I'm burning the shit out of you. What was I doing? I ain't smell nothing. My fault, y'all. I'm gonna burn the damn house down. Playing.
You know they got a program in Texas, man. If you become a Christian, you get on early release out of jail.
No, I never heard that.
Yeah. Started with George Bush, man. It was a book that I was reading about Blackwater. You know, the little paramilitary unit that they had.
Yeah.
And this guy got to talking about, you know, they always going off into other stuff. And then he got to talking about how his daddy met George Bush through the prison program. His daddy was like a minister or whatever. And Bush had his daddy going into the prisons, building up the Christian congregation because they was afraid that all the black people was going to be Muslims because they was finna get ready to fight Islam. So they was converting all the black so-called criminals to convicts into Christians and giving them early release. And that was like the pre-warmer, like some domestic shit that they did before they actually invaded Iraq. I don't know if it was planned, but that's what they did.
That's sick, bro.
You have to look into that. That's dope.
That's sick. That made me wonder because that's something to look into.
Yeah, man. It's still. I actually was thinking about that the other day, and I actually looked it up and found the website where they do it. It's in Texas somewhere. It's a whole program that they got, man. But you gotta understand the way they think, man. That's why I say, man, it's like you got to be strategic about things that you do. You know what I'm saying? And this one thing that other people understand that we really don't understand is that you got to control the minds of people.
That's it.
Sway them in a certain direction. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I try to preach the importance of propaganda.
Well, we gotta make black power. We gotta make being black cool again, like they did in the 70s.
I hear you, Mike, but I hear you. I ain't gonna lie. It works for me.
Ain't nobody gonna listen to you unless you making it sound.
I mean, it works for me. So I ain't gonna lie. I like to hear people talk black power. I do. Just don't know if it works for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get tired of preaching to the choir.
Kind of. You know what I mean? Try not to give up on your people, but it's kind of. But I never give up on my people, though. I just preach it until the end, and then fuck it. If you can take it, you take it.
But see, our propaganda war got to start with it. Got to be with the least educated of the people. That's the children and the people that's incarcerated, the disenfranchised people. That's where the propaganda starts, and then it flows on out to the rest of the population. You know, it's cool to go to jail these days, bro.
Why you say it's cool?
Because all the little rappers going.
Yeah.
They go to jail for nothing.
Hey, that's a true statement, man. You got a lot of dudes I had to be like, I don't care. I'll do life for this. I'll go back to the penitentiary. I'll go back to jail. That's like people's favorite line when they get mad.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that when we was growing up too, though, y'all. We can't act like that's a new phenomenon. I can't. I know I can't.
No, it ain't new, but the new part of it is these same people. Some of these people pretend to be activists now, and that's all they told us how many years they did. Yeah. They bring it up, and that should be something in passing. That shouldn't be something that you.
You know what, Brother Jarvis. You know, like when we was growing up, they would say you're a hot boy, or even some hot boys would say I'm a hot boy. But now they got the social media where they can put the camera on them when they say I'm a hot boy. So when they running around the hood doing hot boy shit, bullshit, they can put the camera on them now while they doing that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's the difference.
Perfect example. Tekashi.
Yeah, speaking of infiltration, first nigga you think of right there.
Yeah, he done. He should be done, but the way the shit is nowadays, he ain't even gonna be done.
Nah, he ain't nowhere near done. You know what year it is?
He just gotta lay low. He doing what
even that fool Akon already spoke up for him, talking about we don't need to hold that against him or something.
Man, come on, man. Everybody want their first interview. Everybody gonna buy their first album. Man, he's gonna be marketed right, man.
Akon vouching for him already, man.
Yeah.
So that lets you know he'll be around. He'll probably start making, you know how what's the dude's name? What's the white boy name? He made the White Irishman song. Can't think of his name.
Post Malone.
Yeah, he gonna start. You know how Post Malone made that White Irish, and then next thing you know, he making this like rock and roll type shit.
Yeah.
That's what Tekashi gonna do.
Yeah,
watch.
Yeah. Nah, he's finna do Hispanic music. Yeah. That's his lane now. Should be. It should be his lane. I say that. It should be his lane. Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna do that. I'm telling you, he'll still be straight. They're gonna buy it. The young people
man,
don't
he good. He good. They already gave him a record deal when he was in jail. He good.
Yeah, he ain't nowhere near done.
Nah, he good. That's sad.
But on some other shit though, man, I feel what Akon said too though. He said that them niggas around should have never put this nigga in a position where he should be able to know anything about anybody. They knew what type of nigga he was.
Man, he should have said, I ain't fucking with that. He a grown ass man, Mike. He can say, I ain't fucking with that, Mike. I wouldn't let no nigga out here put me in a situation I don't want to be in. Maybe for one day. If I get in the truck with you, Mike, and you take me around some shit that I really don't want to be around, I can deal with it for that one day. But once you drop me back off at home, man, Mike, I'm never getting in a truck with you again. I don't fuck with that.
Man, you a 30-something man. You not no young rapper running around here, man.
I hear you. You right. I hear you. You got
with tattoos everywhere, you know what I mean? Rainbow hair. You know what I'm saying? Dude out here stunting, man. He took it to the next level. I done seen niggas in the hood stunt themselves into an early grave, man. Yeah. And some niggas stunt themselves to the penitentiary.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's this one nigga that's been locked up for like 25 years. I don't know how he always ended up calling my phone, but he always ended up talking to me every 5-6 years. He's still on the same shit, man. And he been gone all these years.
Because he on pause, right? So I heard this from somebody who went to jail. A person told me when you go to jail, your life is on pause. So your age doesn't really change from the age you went in at. And I had a guy who came out of jail after like 6 years tell me that. And that's real. He said, man, it's like your age don't really change when you in there. If you go in at 19, come out at 27, your mentality is still that of a 19-year-old. You're not learning anything. You're not growing in there.
Some people grow in the pen, man.
Most of those people do what? I'm gonna ask you this, Mike. Do most of those people find a religion, or do a good number of those people find a religion when they in there?
A lot of them find a religion.
That's a fact. When their minds grow, and a lot of them that don't find a religion, I've noticed, I'm not even religious, so I'm not vouching for religion, but I've noticed that some brothers that come out of there that's onto a religion, they minds have progressed more than the ones that come out that's not on a religion. Now, it is those rare cases where a guy went in there. The guy who told me that went in there at like 19, 20, came out at 26, and his mind had progressed, and he didn't even join the religion. But he told me most people don't. And when I started looking at the other people who was getting out of jail, I was like, damn, they still on the same thing. They eventually went back, Mike. If I'm 100.
Yeah. See, listen.
Go ahead.
Me and my homeboy have been having this debate for the past like 16 years that he been in and out of the penitentiary. Out of them 16 years, he done 14 of them. And I'm trying to explain to him what's going on, how reality changes, transition from penitentiary to the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I talk to these niggas, man. Listen, they got a whole different way of thinking than the way we think. You see what I'm saying? Now I got a better glimpse of what's going on inside of there because niggas FaceTiming me while they in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm seeing a lot of different shit. I'm seeing the inner workings of it. You got to understand, it's a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like when my cousin first got out, he had did like 5 years. This is the first dude that I actually interacted with that got out of the penitentiary that I was close to.
Yeah.
He was totally different. He was always calling this other nigga that was locked up with him. He was always trying to meet up with them. And I'm like, nigga, why you always trying to be around these niggas? You know what I'm saying? They just felt comfortable around each other and they hate each other back.
That was his life. That was his life for 5 years, Mike.
And when they talk about it, man, it's just a part of their life that made them, you know what I'm saying? It might be on some bullshit, it might be on some righteous shit, or it might be in some in-between shit. Some righteous and some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand. Some of these niggas is still lost and they need guidance. You know what I mean? Me and my homeboys, it's like 3 of them. I talk to them, they teach me shit and I teach them shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the situation when they come to them, when they be on some bullshit, it's just that they ain't understood. They understand, they just ain't admitted to themselves the cycle that they in, that somebody really pulling their strings. You know what I mean? Even though you think you out here doing shit independent on your own, but it's set up for you to do that and get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And now they understand the bigger plan after all of these years that they don't waste it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I find most of them niggas, man, you sit down and you talk to them and you let them niggas know that you gonna take it as far as they gonna take it, and you gotta let them niggas know, shit, we got guns out here, buddy. We ain't in no sale. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then
I think you gotta try to tell them that the goal is not to go back, right?
Yeah, you teach them that too, but at the same time, and some of these niggas that you deal with, they ain't even socially conscious at all. They still like trying to be on some bully tactics. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done seen a lot of that shit too.
Yeah.
Like they try to take your kindness for a weakness.
Yeah,
try to run.
They smell it. They smell it.
One of my homeboys was gone for like 20 years. And he tried to come back and try to on some, like he was like trying to like run me on some shit. And I had to put him in his place and let the nigga know what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real, bro. It's the ones that I deal with that ain't conscious. You see what I'm saying? It's like 3 of them that I deal with, whether it be that he just my homeboy or he my homeboy. I fuck with his kid on some shit. You know what I'm saying? While he was locked up, now he out. Now me and him back talking, and he just on some stupid shit. And I'm telling him, this ain't how you handle shit. You see what I'm saying? Shit like that. Niggas you ain't seen since he went to the pen, but then I run into his son, be like, okay, with me for a couple of years till you get out. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. And them niggas don't be changing, man.
Yeah, man. That's all we can do, Mike. Is hope they change, bro.
But it's so easy though, bro. It's so easy. You know what I mean? It's like you just gotta show them who the enemy is. They are looking for an enemy. You can't take the violence out of these people. You just gotta redirect it away from yourself. You know what I'm saying? Once we redirect it from ourselves, then we'll work on that issue. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta stop it with ourselves first. We just gotta redirect it. We can't stop it. We just can't be like, nigga, you can't be mad. You know what I mean? You can't be mad because a nigga stepped on your tennis shoe. You don't even know why you mad because he stepped on your shoe. You feel me? There's stories behind that too, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I hear you, Mike. I hear you, Mike. All right, family. Man, I'm about to wrap it up, man. Listen, dope conversation with the fellas tonight, man. Dope, super dope, man. Before I get out of here, Black Peace, when can we expect another show, man, on the podcast, my brother? When can we expect another show on the podcast?
Yeah, I'm finna post one up.
Okay.
Probably in the morning.
In the morning. How can the people find that podcast, bro? We all want to hear, man.
You can go on Google, the Google podcast shit. You can go on Apple. You can go on Spotify, all them little spots. You know where you can get podcasts. I got some on iHeart too, but I only got like one episode on there.
What do they search? How they find it?
Say what?
What do they type in to find it?
Yeah, you can get the iHeart app.
I'm talking about what's the name of the podcast, bro?
Black Peace Radio.
There we go. Say it again, brother.
Black Peace Radio.
There we go. My guy, Black Peace Radio. You know what I'm saying? Apple, wherever you get it. Black Peace Radio. It's only one of them. So go find it. I'm gonna tell y'all what I listen to it on Apple. So if you have the Apple, go to you know what I'm saying, hit that search button, search Black Peace Radio, subscribe to that joint, give it a 5-star rating, and leave a comment. That's how the algorithms get popping, man. I love it. I love it, my brother. My brother Jarvis in the building. Iron Therapy. You got the fitness going on. You said you're doing videos daily, right? Huh? Iron Therapy. Talk to me, brother.
Yes, sir.
And you doing videos
every day.
Every day.
Every day.
All right. How can the people find you, my brother? Tell me, how can the people find you?
So what?
How can the people find your videos?
I'm on Facebook under Iron Therapy. Well, my regular page, Joseph Woodard, Iron Therapy. I post on both of them. Then I'm on Instagram. It's Gun Show Joe, and you know I'm putting them out every day. When I get this internet thing, this social media thing down packed, I'm really gonna be coming with programs and everything. Still trying to figure that out right now. What avenue I'm gonna really go with. Yeah. But it's coming.
Yeah, may need to do that, man. I like it. We need to put them quarantine joints. Need them quarantine joints, man. You know what I'm saying? You seen I did 50 push-ups today on camera. Easy.
Yes, sir.
I did 50 easy.
Easy 50.
You know what I'm saying? That's a light, and it was light. That was a light 50. So listen, if I can do it, I know you can do it. That's easy.
Say no more.
My brother, Nashville Soul. What's going on with you, brother? Nashville Soul. He gone. He gone.
What up, man?
Man, talk to the people, bro. Tell the people about what you got going on, man. I know Nashville Soul is still working in the background, doing what they gotta do. The whole team doing what they gotta do, bro. Tell the people a little bit about your movement, how they can support.
First and foremost, you can catch me on Black Peace Radio. So make sure y'all check that out. Like you said, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio joints, you name it, it's everywhere. So get with that. That's the program. You catch me doing some iron therapy here now. I'll be slacking too on that. And then what we thinking, man, is we actually may take a year off from the big annual event, man, just because of how everything going.
Okay.
So I don't know. We're making some decisions real soon.
I love it. I love it, brother. I love it, brother. I know you and the team gonna get together and do what y'all need to do, bro, and do what's best for the people. You feel me? We if no one else tells you this, bro, I really appreciate what you do for the community. I love it. I love the names you bring in. I love the environment. You know what I'm saying? The vibe. I love all of that. If vendors are allowed, I love it, bro. We need more of those.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that, bro. I love it. They said in 2021 you was thinking about bringing Jesus, but I didn't know. It's just a rumor.
And then follow us on IG.
There we go. There we go. There we go, bro. All right, brother Mike.
Yo.
What's good, man? What you doing, man? You in a quarantine? There ain't no baseball going on, bro. What's good with you, man? How you holding up?
Man, actually, we just had a meeting today, man, on one of them little phone apps.
Okay.
They talking about hopefully June. This is for baseball.
They still want to play.
Yeah, they still. I got a team, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as basketball, you know what I mean? I ain't got no gym, so whenever they open that, tournaments kick back up with that. Man, I just been in here, man. I've been in quarantine, man. I got a little project that I've been working on, man. Been doing research, man.
You want to give the people a little taste, or you gonna hold it?
I'm gonna hold up on it.
All right, bro. We'll figure it out. All right. Well, man, listen, man. Thank y'all, brothers, man. Y'all brothers make the show go on. Without y'all, the show would not be possible, man. I really appreciate y'all. I love coming on here every week, seeing what y'all brothers got to say. I know y'all gonna talk some good shit. Y'all gonna edify and educate the people. I know that every time when I reach out to y'all brothers, man. And once again, this week, y'all did not let the people down. Y'all didn't let anybody down, bro. Conversation was dope. It was flowing, and we rocked out, man. So another week, another good show, man. This is your boy, man, Mr. McGee, aka Born Rich, man. We've done it again. Until next time, I want y'all to stay safe, stay healthy, go outside, because real people go outside. So go outside. But social distance when you go outside and stay healthy, man. And y'all know how I do it, man. Listen, if no one told you today that they love you, let me be the first one to tell you that I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace to the family. Peace to the chat. Peace to the brothers that made this panel possible, man. Salute. Salute everybody. Peace.
Good.